Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Sunday night, and we are live a little bit early as we prepare for the market opening. I'm predicting it's going to be kind of a wild and crazy ride. In fact, by the title of this very live stream, I think that gold and silver could rise tonight. That's what I'm predicting. But don't let me sway your thoughts on that. That's just where I'm at. Anything could happen in these crazy markets. But let's get everything set up. We're going to answer some comments. We are going to do a little bit of this in between the market watch as we usually do. But I want to try to catch up on a little bit of those beforehand. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you all so much. Thank you, one and all. And if I don't address you individually, it's not that I'm trying to be rude. I very much appreciate each and every one of you being here. It's just it's going to be a busy night tonight. So, but here we do have some people rolling in here, though, early. We've got the Liquid Electrum, Eli, THS. We've got the Soldier of the Cross Music, My Silver Journey. Jeremy Baker is here. JK Pioneer is here. Good to see you. Blue, Snakebite is here as well. A lot of good folks here tonight. I appreciate you one and all being here. And Hoosier Stacker's here. Good to see you. All right. Well, very good. So let's get rolling here with some of these comments as we wait for the markets to open. And then here soon I'm going to do, well, you know what? I need to do this first. I'm going to do a little poll. So pardon me as I prepare here. Let's see here. Hold on a second here. I cannot talk and type at the same time. It's impossible. It's impossible for me to do. So here we go. All right. I want to see what your thoughts are on what the markets are going to do tonight. So there's our poll for tonight. So feel free to participate and see what you think. There's no numbers. I just want to see what everybody is thinking on that. Very good. Thank you guys for being here. All right. And welcome to you all. All right. Let's go to it. So let's see. Zardaw says, sorry, I'm going to hold, not buying anymore. The train has left the station. I think of a wait. But the next one, not panic buying. All right, there you go. He's not going to give in to FOMO, and I think that's wise as well, too. Sometimes it's good just to take a step back and wait till the dust settles. Indeed, understandable. Thank you, Liquid Electrum. I appreciate the super chat, my friend. He says up for sure. Very good. We'll see. See what happens tonight. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. All right. So this is what Lars Job says. Well, that sure explains why the Trudeau tyranny is going so hard into globalist hegemony. Somebody at Sprott better move their reserve out of storage from the Royal Canadian vaults before he confiscates it. Canadian pesos for real now. Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of crazy, especially what they did to truckers last year or so. That is very scary indeed. Very good. It's good to see you guys. Liquid Electrum, we got Rocky Superstar, Eli. Silver Honda is here. Good to see you. And JM Unleashed is here. Thank you so much. And very much appreciate you guys being here tonight. And much appreciated. Okay, Liquid Electrum says here, why is everybody so surprised? This song repeats over and over throughout history. We should face facts, not ever panic. But don't expect things to be okay. Sal do video on the rise and fall of other empires that had and lost the world currency status. You will see a plethora of similarities, or just check Ray Dalio's book, Principles for Dealing with the Changing World Order. That's right. Hopium is a bad plan. Well, and the thing is, Liquid Electrum, it's one of those things where, history may not completely repeat itself, but often it rhymes. And that is certainly the case. We've seen that happen. The Roman Empire is the thing that comes to mind. Well over 400 or 500 year, about a 500-year history for the Roman Empire. When they start to decline, some people can say that it probably began at least when they started debasing their money, right? And there it is. So our country is young. It's about half the age of the Roman Empire. So there it is. All right, very good. All right, let's see here. Folks, you're here. We're here a little bit early before the markets open, so we're answering a few comments, but we're going to get to the markets here in just a moment. So bear with me. I'm going to answer some of your comments as well, too. I appreciate everybody being here. If you don't mind pressing that thumbs up button, it would be muchly appreciated. We have 145 watching, only 38 thumbs up. So what we want to try to do is we're going to see these markets are probably going to be coming alive tonight because of Friday. I think there's going to be some drastic activity. And it may be a massive correction, which I kind of doubt, or they're going to come alive and go up, and I think that's what's going to happen. Let me know what your thoughts out in the chat poll here that we have in this chat. You can answer the poll. Let me know what your thoughts. Creek Runner, continuing the holding pattern here on gold and silver, but the next few weeks will be interesting to see. Tomorrow evening, that's right, and we are here. Thank you, Creek Runner. I hope you can join us. Jaleel McDaniels, the whole keeping foreign cash reserves high was so stupid. All as if gold couldn't be traded for any currency. That's exactly right. Yep. And they did not diversify themselves out of diversification is what they did. They diversified themselves out of diversification was what the Canadian government did. All right. Let's see here. Let's march on ahead here. We've got Jason Hartman. I won't take the risk. I buy when the price is low. I have more than enough metal stacked to last me for quite a while if needed. I'll buy again when the price comes down. I will still pick up my collectibles, however. There are never good deals anyway. Yep, no, I hear you. And that's kind of what I did recently, Jason, for much the same reason. I feel like I have kind of enough stacked silver, at least for a while. But anyways. Yeah, that's right, Nimrod. They will change the rules. And largely it's going to be unelected bureaucrats doing it. Lost for words. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Very kind of you, sir. Very much. Appreciated. Silver Lion, and how many ounces should I stop stacking silver? It's a very open-ended question, Silver Lion, and it's not a question that any one person can answer. It's based off of your level of understanding and comfortability with the metals. It's whatever you think. There has been some say 1,000 ounces is probably a good, happy medium for most people to survive and what could be coming, but it just depends on what your understanding and what you are comfortable with holding and what you can store. So it just depends on what you think, really. Nobody can really answer that question for you. Max Strength Holistics. If silver goes to 37, I'll get excited. Silver has gone up 3%, but dropped more than 5% this year. Wake me up when things really start to happen. Well, Max, it may start happening tonight. I don't know. I'm going to find out here in mere minutes to see what happens, but who knows. Todd Landon here think USB acquiring Credit Suisse will affect metals. I think it will because it's more instability in the banking system. That was all the talk as on Friday, late Friday, is that potentially chances we'll see more bailouts or bail-ins even in the Swiss system. And we'll see here. And more inflation. Yes, indeed. All right. Very, very good. And slapdat huge ass. Those x-ray machines deliver incredible resolution. I was stopped by CBP last week because the agent thought I was smuggling a couple of tubes of silver in my undershorts. After running me through the x-ray, they determined it was 100% slapdat's God-given appendage. Wow, that is a pretty dense appendage, I must say. Man, can you give us an idea, slapdat, on the size? In amount of, is it a tube of 25 or a tube of 20? You know, we want to know how blessed you are. Womble Stacker, CBDC, coming why Fed are smashing banks down. There will be just a handful of banks of which the Fed will run and make them run their CBDC. And they want to centralize everything. And this Fed now is the beginning of that. And the beginning starts in days, for sure. All right, very good. And we've got Adam Rosander on this morning's video. This morning's video is probably one of the most important I've done on this channel. If you get a chance to check it out, it's a unique perspective on the Fed now that's coming very, very soon. And also shake up the system a bit, even with this community, and challenge the status quo on what people think about the Federal Reserve. I'm making an argument that it is more of a government institution than a private institution on this video. Adam says 78 views but only 17 thumbs up. Come on, people, show this man some love. Well, thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. And thumbs up always does help. I appreciate if you guys can do that on the videos. It doesn't take much effort. I always do it for every video I watch. So thank you very much. All right. We're going to look at the markets at about 2 after 6 because the markets in Asia, it takes a while to propagate themselves to the Kitco prices. We'll check them in about 3 minutes from right now. Fred from Pennsylvania, thanks for the update. We knew this was coming someday in the future, but it should be a real eye-opener at how quickly it is approaching. Scary stuff indeed, and that's right. And I know some people were saying about this video, well, you shouldn't be scared, you should be prepared. But the thing is, it is still scary because essentially this is what basically has been prophesied since biblical times. This is the beginning of something that literally is a biblical transformation. That literally could lead to the number of the beast. I mean, I know that sounds very crazy and out there, but nonetheless, I think that's the pathway to it, because you won't be able to make purchases without it. And this is how it's being delivered. So, anyways, very good. All right. Now, let's see here. Carolyn Smith says, you're not overreacting at all, especially once a person has seen and experienced what they're capable of. Thanks for sharing with us. Indeed. And if you want to get an idea of what they're capable of, look at what happened up in Canada with the trucker thing. That's definitely an example of it. All right, let's do one more, and then we're going to, we might do 2 more. Let's see here before we get to the markets. They're going to be opening up very, very soon. Get ready, says Wizard of Oz. If you're doing nothing wrong, then you shouldn't be concerned from the NPCs. The problem that they do not account for is the changes in the legal, often unconstitutional social perceptions of wrong. We already tolerate absurdities. Now they want us to accept them, or else your credit score will blacklist you. Great comment, and exactly right, Wizard of Oz. In fact, there was a book about that the average American, I think, commits an average of 3 felonies a month or something like that, or a year, without even knowing it. There's so many rules and so many laws on the books that are done, and people just can't keep track with them all. But anyways, all right. Let's see here. Let's go up to one more, and then we'll look at the markets because they're going to be waking up over in Kitco in about a minute. Mike, great update. You might want to do more research on the Federal Reserve. We may select the board, but the board reports to the private bank owners. But the thing is Mike, where is the evidence that that these private banks own the Federal Reserve? I've not seen any evidence of it, none whatsoever. However, the Federal Reserve's own website said that it's neither public nor private. I'm making the argument that it is much more public than private, or government-owned, rather. Anyways, one could argue that the board is an unconstitutional quasi-governmental entity, and that's kind of what my argument is, Mike. However, to say that the private banks that manage that money as a government entity is not accurate. Well, it's not that the private banks are managing the money. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the Congress manages the money. The Federal Reserve is basically at their bidding and doing the bidding of the government. It's much worse this way than the other way, because just because the government is involved, does not mean that they are accountable. They're not accountable to anybody. Honestly, the thing they do in Congress when they have hearings in front of Congress is just a show. It's just a show in my view. But I do believe that, yeah, it has some, quote, private attributes, but I think it's much more government. Like my britches are Electra. Central banks are a deep state shadow government. I think that's the best example right there. I think that really is it. It's a deep state shadow government. It's an extension of the administrative state. All right, let's get to the markets. Let's see what's happening here. They have opened. Look at this, folks. Surprise, surprise. Gold is actually down slightly. All right, there we go. Let's see what this poll was. So people are saying about 42% say it's up a little bit out of 209 votes. Up big time says 36%. Down big time says 3%. And down a little says 19%. Good. Thank you guys for participating in the poll. Everybody who participated in the poll, if you could press that thumbs up button, it'd be muchly appreciated. So we have gold down $4.10. Silver is actually up 4 cents. This is interesting to see. Silver and gold are pulling apart from each other slightly. So it's a very slight open for the markets. That is actually a little bit surprising to me. I thought it would be much higher, more dramatic move to the upside because of the uncertainty that we are still dealing with, and it's marinating over the weekend. But apparently, maybe the markets are feeling, at least in Asia, the markets are sensing that maybe they overreacted Friday. And that's a real possibility that they overreacted Friday. We'll see. So there it is. Gold down, silver up 4 cents, platinum up $3, and palladium up $3. Minimal movements for both those metals. We're going to come back to those in a minute. But so far, it's not a whole lot. I'm surprised. We'll see here. We're going to get back here. Noble Patriot says, the Federal Reserve is not federal and there is no reserve. See First Bank of the United States and President Andrew Jackson's fight against the banks. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. He sure did. We had no debt. The last time we had no debt was during President Andrew Jackson's administration. All right, very good. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for participating in this market watch. We're going to read a couple more. We're going to read 2 more comments, and then we'll get back to the markets because we're going to see what's going on. Christians need to be stacking, says Fiddlemaster J. Digital currency and vaccines fit the description of how the mark of the beast can realistically be forced on humanity. True that. Exactly. We need to be watchful in areas where the two technologies meet. Fellow Christian brothers and sisters, the FedNow system is where the tech meets the spades. That's exactly right. That's the fearful thing about this. Yes, indeed. Welcome. Thank you, Nan XX Slurp. All right, very good. And so Silver Wolverine still thinks the bank saga will pass over, in my opinion. And the thing is I think it could too. I mean, I think it's a possibility that it could, but I'm kind of on the fence right now. I don't know. After what turned me Silver Wolverine is what I watched on major media about First Republic losing 30%, even though they were being bailed out by the other banks, and Credit Suisse is in trouble. I think if those 2 banks fall, I think it's going to start somewhat of a domino effect. But I could be wrong, but I'm on the fence. I'm sort of halfway between what Silver Wolverine is saying, that it could blow over, and the other part of me is thinking that this thing could be a contagion. And I'm leaning more towards the other way now, Silver Wolverine. I hate to say it, but what I heard Friday is what really set me over the edge. But I could be wrong still. Do not take what I say as gospel, because I don't know. No one knows the future, but we'll see. But anyways, all right. Let's get back to the markets, shall we? The markets are reacting. Gold is now down $3, so not down quite as much. Silver is up 6 cents now. So I think probably what this means is that gold is probably going to climb out of this slight little dip probably and follow silver. We'll see there, but look at that. Gold's price right now is at $1,987.30, down $3. Still, that's very close to $2,000. We may see $2,000 gold tonight. I thought we would. In fact, I thought we would see it right out of the starting gate, but it hasn't happened so far. Silver is up 6 cents to $22.76, getting close to $23 an ounce. All right, very good. Hey, thank you, Luigi Stacks, first time live. Glad you're here. Welcome. And there you go. And Spokane Silver Stacker bases all of his financial decisions on Sal's advice, as he should. He's a smart man. Everybody listen to what I say. What I say goes. It's gospel. It's the truth. You don't do anything without consulting with me first, everybody. That's my disclaimer. Do nothing without consulting me first. Did that sink in yet? And of course, I'm just totally kidding, guys. Just having fun here. I'm just kidding. He's having fun too. I'm just kidding. All right. All right. Very good. All right. So let's refresh these markets again. What did the markets react to what I just said? They don't give a crap about what I just said. Gold is down $3.90 now, almost back down to $4 again. But a little bit of a teeter-totter action now. Silver is now up only 4 cents. Very good. All right. And so there it is. All right, let's march on through to the comments again. We're going to watch these very, very closely tonight. This is a wild night, I think. Either way, it's going to be kind of a wild night with these markets because people are on edge, the markets are on edge, and the reactions are going to be on edge as well. And Cabbage Soup, the things they say are huge benefits are already in place with the credit cards, check wiring, and crypto. I buy something with all of these, and it's instant. Sounds like control to me. Yeah, exactly. Nothing that the Fed now system is going to be proposing can't be done. It can be done in the private sector. They can make that happen themselves, and it already is happening in many ways themselves. But anyways, very good. Good point. It does sound like control to me too. All right, Brian Kitchen, end of anonymity and freedom. I will resist this all the way. Study this and can discover that they will say they need to implant the device the size of a grain of rice beneath your skin. Is this familiar to anyone? Yes, I know, exactly. The thing is, they may not even need to do that. You know, I mean, shoot, somebody was talking about, actually, it was Greg Gutfeld and Bill Maher were discussing the thing. They don't need to implant a chip. You got your phone. Everything, you can have it with you everywhere. But anyways, very good. All right, let's see here. Ruby's 200. I see that there is to be a state acceptance of CBDCs. This is where we fight it. The federal government is rotting, but the solution is in the Constitution, and it's also at the state level. And I mentioned that in this video. To fight back against this, fight the UCC legislation being proposed in all the states. And that's a very fundamental part of this video. That's a call to action on you. Contact your state legislators, just like I did. Very good. All right, PM Galleria. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. That's exactly right. True that. All right. Savage Stacker, good to see you, Savage Stacker. Good to see you, my friend. Glad you're here. Appreciate you being here. Let's look at these markets again. Look at this. All right, there's a widening gap. Now it's being pulled in the other direction. Gold is down $5.20 to $1,985.10. Silver is now up only 3 cents to $22.73. Platinum is up 2. It was 3 earlier. Palladium is up 4. Wow, crazy. All right, guys. Yes, indeed. Very good. Glad you're here. And I appreciate. I'm sorry I can't get to all of your comments. I'm going to try to go back and read some of these that are addressing me here in the chat, but it's hard for me to get to everybody unless you actually type my name. Liquid Electrum commented in a recent past video that the Fed now is the track for the CBD train to ride. Still love that analogy. Yeah, and they even show it on the. You saw that I showed it on the video. It's on their webpage about the train. Crazy. Colonic Stacker, you were injected with magnetic particles when you got the vaccine. I don't know. We'll see. Some people say I have a magnetic personality, so maybe it's just the George Soros in me. Over here, will you excuse me for making a FOMO purchase tomorrow on precious metals? I know you don't like FOMO purchases. Well, hey, if you just work it out in your head and understand the consequences of buying with the potential that the market could go down, then you're good. You know, that's how I look at it. Stacker Factor is here, stacking it heavy tonight. Yes, glad to hear that silky, sandy voice. Thank you, brother. Good to see you, Stacker Factor. Rick, we might see some profit taking. We very well could. That could be the case, Rick. We might see some profit taking tonight. All right. So here we are, and that may be exactly what's going on, especially with gold because it just really shot up there. Now it's down $6.30. So that very well may be it, but it may be only temporary, and we may see these metals just pop right back into action. But we'll find out. Very good. And let's see here. Okay, now, local coin review. Is this a voluntary program? If so, don't sign up. It sounds like technically it is, but it's basically they're going to be pressuring everybody to get in on it. Like you really won't be able to do much without it. But anyways, Silver Wolverine, don't forget the most important part, Credit Suisse is a European bank. It's Trump's fault. Yeah, exactly. The Federal Reserve is an artificial buyer of toxic asset. Yeah, that's right, exactly. And they've been doing that for years. In fact, the last big time they did that was in between September and December of 2019. Was not talked about hardly at all, but that was a pretty big deal. It's a repurchase agreement. Prayers for Turd's daughter. Okay, well, praying for whoever Turd is. Praying for his daughter, whatever's going on there. Bobby Agee, from a physical fiat to a digital fiat, no matter how it's presented, it's still the same failing system. Exactly. And it's just that one has much more control than the other. That makes it very different. And it's a failing system that they will control and take you down with it. That's the problem, right? Nighthawk, says there will be no resistance because the majority of people are literally scared to do things themselves, which has been the plan for long and long. That's right. We get addicted to technology, and that's why I use cash a lot. And everybody just go to the checkout line. They just swiping the cards. I like to use cash. It's always been my thing. All right. Wayne Burbrink, they really have old folks by the buttermilk biscuits. Need your SSI, get the phone in this app. Especially if you're getting a government handout or an entitlement. That's where they're going to get you. That's where they're going to get it. Wow, good job, Stacker Factor. Amazing. Dog and some silver on Reddit got 250,000 views. That's way to go. That's incredible. All right. Very good. All right. Yes, thank you, Snakebite. Appreciate the thumbs up, everybody. Wayne also says, will this cause central banks to dump gold and reset at higher prices? Well, I don't know necessarily that. I don't think it's going to do that. But you're going to see some of them may not buy as much as the price goes up. But we'll find out. Let's look at the markets now. What are they doing? Look at this. It's strange. But hey, everything is kind of pulling in the other direction. Gold leading the charge to pull the other metals down with it. Gold down $5.30 to 1985 and very well could be profit taking. And silver is up 2 cents, $22.73. Platinum up $1. Palladium up $4. Hanging out just about $1,500 an ounce. Very curious to see what you guys think on the poll here. If you could take part in that, and they're very, very good. All right. Have a good night, Silver Honda. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Silver Honda, who drives a blue Honda, you are the man. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. And let's see here. Okay, Joseph Longo has a longer comment. We'll get to this one here. Let's see here. He says, good morning. Actually, you are spot on with your assessment of how the government has developed a way to not only control everybody's financial portfolios, they will bring the IRS to audit everything you do if they can find an issue that they don't want or see as defiant to their own benefit. The government has dug up a gigantic hole of debt in this country. They have to now control us and our money to ensure the debt ceiling is paid off by us all. What if we as American citizens demanded that the politicians that made up very ignorant decisions and spending beyond the means of making our country's financial assets way out of control? No, pay it back themselves. Look at all these politicians, people, and their lives are rich, millionaires and properties and assets beyond most citizens. Something very wrong with that. Why are they not held by federal law to the federal orders like other government employees? They took an oath before us in their positions. Well, they're hypocrites, exactly. It really boils down to it is they are hypocrites. But to thank you so much, Joseph, and thank you for your service as a United States Air Force veteran. Thank you so much. Hey, Zardos has come in and dropped a cluster bomb of 10 Salivate Metal memberships. Thank you, Zardos. I appreciate that, sir. Very kind of you. Oh, yeah. And I appreciate each and every one of you being here tonight. Thank you. It's a lot of activity, so I apologize if I don't get to address each of you individually, but I am most appreciative of you guys spending your Sunday evening with me as we watch the markets, and they are reacting. Look at this, folks. For the first time tonight, silver has flatlined now, and we may see it go negative. And I think probably what's happening here, and I kind of had it in the back of my mind, although I didn't think it really would happen this soon, is there's some probably a little bit of profit taking occurring here. But look at that. So silver is now flatlined, no up or down, and gold is down $4.30 now. Platinum is up 2, and now palladium is now down $1. So the markets are kind of teetering here, and it's interesting. I'm actually surprised. I thought for sure that we would continue this ride that started Friday in the news that broke. End of Friday and into the weekend, stewing on it would lead to the other direction, but looks like I'm wrong. All right, very good. Okay, Serena S. just said that the Fed just put out an emergency notification on a Sunday. Wow, that's interesting, and maybe that's part of what happened. Maybe that's what happened with the why these markets are reacting the way they are is because of this Fed statement. I don't know what's in that statement, but that's interesting. Maybe the Fed's saying, hey, we're going to bail everybody out. Doesn't matter. And then that's going to calm the markets for a while. But anyways, no IQ is there weighing his Mercury Dimes. There you go. 18 or 25 silver. I think 25 silver will happen first now. I'm fairly bullish on is what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Let's get back to the comments. we have got Bobby Agee here. This is a very important video I posted this morning. If you've not seen it, folks, it's the end of money as we know it, and it's coming in days. That's right, it's coming in days. We need to backstop our own individual finances alongside the institutions. Fed now is like a child in their driver's seat. We need to establish ethics and reliability back in the system, such as that prior to 1933. That's right. Very true. And really before 1913 as well, but I digress. Okay, very good. And let's see here. Let's march on to the next comment. We have got Scott S. says, Sal, once we go to CBDC permanently, I'm betting that gold and silver will be illegal to hold. Just wait, because it's coming. I tell you what, that's a real, I think at this point in time, that's not out of the realm of possibility. Does that mean they'll confiscate your gold and silver? No. I think probably what they would do is they make it illegal to buy in due course, but it may take a while. But so far, we're a long way from that being a threat to them. But with what's been happening over the past week, a lot more people are buying gold and silver. There's a lot of new buyers of gold and silver. I mentioned that in this afternoon's video that I talked about that. But anyway, stay here. Very good. What can I buy right now that will make my profits in 2024? I'm trying to get rich. Help me out. Oh, man. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, my gosh. How much silver would you buy if silver pulled back to $15, $18 an ounce? I don't know. I don't know that I would load up the boat as much as others would, because I feel like in a way I have enough silver, but I probably would make a substantial purchase, maybe 50 ounces, maybe, perhaps, but probably not much more than that. But I think Rick Engman is I think he's nailing what's going on with the markets tonight. I think that there's a profit taking. I think that's what's going on. I'm with Rick on that. But anyways, let's see here. Mexico joined BRICS. Wow. All right, man, that's crazy. Mexico joined BRICS, the BRICS nations officially. So gold is down $2.60 now. Not as down as it was earlier, but still it is down. And it's dragged silver along with it. Silver's now down 3 cents. So look at that. Gold to silver ratio now is hanging out at 88.02. Yes, indeed. And so it's down. So yes, if you guys are here, if you don't mind, if you could press that thumbs up button, it'd be muchly appreciated. Everybody who answered the poll here, there's 372 votes there. So you could probably translate those votes into the thumbs up here. But speaking of the poll, we have 41% of you think that it will go up a little tonight. 31% say up big time. And 23% down a little. And 5% say down big time. And so far, it looks like the down a little bit is happening so far. Very good. All right, let's get back over here to Steve 125 on this morning's video. Let's see, let's put this in here. And let's see what Steve's got to say here. Let's get to this. Come on. He says, this is not just about money. It's about control of your life. Amen. That's exactly right. It is in use in China. In fact, China already has a CBDC and social credit scoring and all that stuff. And use it as a full control of what a person can do. If you are a model citizen, you get a bonus. If not, they take things away. Soon you will have passports, health records, carbon use, all put in a nice little chip in your hand like animals in case you lose your card. Passports, if you want to travel outside, overseas, and you have used your allowance for flying, they will stop you buying a ticket. Health records, if you got all of your jabs and they expect you to have, you will be stopped from buying any food. And it goes on. Boy, I tell you what, it's pretty scary, but that's exactly the direction we're headed. Exactly the direction we're headed. Common sense. It all started with the takedown and takeover of SBF and FTX. Now the banks are forced to roll out of CBDCs. The final grab for full government power and control. Have to rush it out now before the world has a chance to adopt an alternative. That's right. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to be pushing it on us pretty quickly. Let's see here. And John Free says, how dumb do they think we are to leave my money alone? Exactly right. All right, very, very good. I'd sell half my stack at a point, maybe debating that in my head. Yes, yep, it's going to be different for each individual. I generally advise against selling, but there are certainly circumstances where it makes sense. Savage Stacker is one where it did, and he's better for it. But he also is accumulating again too. So, anyways, all right, very good. All right. We're slipping a little bit of coffee here, and we have got rolling into the next episode here. Among your friends and acquaintances in the community, what is the largest single purchase of silver you've ever heard? Dang. Well, man, I tell you what, somebody fairly recently said they bought 1,000 ounces at once. So I don't know. I think that's the largest one I can think of off the top of my head. A single purchase, about 1,000 ounces. Area Vera says here, centralization, so they have control. Nothing has changed. Only difference is they will tell you how to spend your money. If you cause trouble and they don't comply, guess what? No money for you forever. Ruin your credit score to whereas you'd rather be dead. In the long run, bankers want to keep control. Exactly. It really is a dystopian future at a pretty fast rate with what's going on here. And I know it sounds crazy for me to say that because that's not my personality. I don't tend to operate out of fear, but this is something to be legitimately scared about. This is a legitimate fear. It's all there in writing on a website, several websites. It's right there. All right. CL, this is how is the Fed now different from online banking? Huge difference between online banking. In fact, it's a totally different thing. It's not, there's no comparison at all to online banking in this system. None at all. The government can still track our purchases from bank payment or transfer data. Not necessarily. They don't have direct control over it or in one nice little package in place. They can subpoena and they can work in the back end to get information from these banks if they willingly give it to them, such as has happened with recently. But some argue about it's constitutional, unconstitutional how they did it. But this is direct, no inhibitions, uninhibited control, and uninhibited control where they will be able to track your purchases and stop payments. They can just reject it. Right now, that's not happening with online banking right now. That's the difference. That's the big difference. So there we go. All right. Treasure Seeker says XRP will likely be the first one to get a regulatory clarity. I agree. It won't be bad in the immediate. Later, they will tell you what you can and can't buy. That's exactly right. It's kind of like a frog in a pot. You know, you put a frog in a pot. If you turn the heat on right away to boiling instantly, the frog's going to jump out. But they're just going to warm it up a little bit. Warm it up until the frog is, before it's too late. The frog doesn't even know what hit him. All right, very good. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you guys are all here. Welcome. Tears for Beers. Welcome. Nick's Coins is here. Good to see you. Jeff Nelson. All right. I was wrong about the big up in gold, but right about the 500 thumbs up. Over 500 in the chat. Wow. Thank you, guys. Thanks for being here. Will we get 500 thumbs up tonight? I hope so. We're almost halfway. Well, just over halfway there. With all of you guys here, we may get there. Thank you. It is an interesting night tonight. Believe it or not, the markets are not reacting like I thought they would. Surprise, surprise. In fact, they're tepid. They're rather tepid tonight. But I still, in part of way, thinking this might be the calm before the storm. I really do, because I'm thinking that probably next week we'll see the metals pop out, unless things normalize. And there's a real possibility that they could next week. We've been hyped up on a lot of crazy news last week, and we think it's going to continue, but it may not. It absolutely may not. All right. Well, thank you, Nick's Coin. She said if I could hit the like button 10 times, I would. Well, thank you. I just appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me. You guys are wonderful, and thank you. Thank you, Creek Runner. Appreciate it. And let's see here. There's where the markets are right now. So both gold and silver are down. Platinum and palladium both up slightly. So not a whole heck of a lot of action going on. Now, if you don't give Sullivan Metal 500 thumbs up with Fed Now right to jail. That's right, exactly. Right into the Fed Now prison. All right, let's see here. Okay. Thank you, Treasure Seeker. We've not seen it in a while, but good to see you. Christopher Sturm comments on this Fed Now video that I posted this morning. Again, if you've not watched this video, you're going to want to check it out. It's not being talked about a whole lot, but this is big news, folks. Very big news. That's not a clickbait title. That is actually happening. It's going to be happening. Christopher Sturm, it will fail. Look at how the government implemented Obamacare with the websites rollout. Such an important to them thing that could be handled so easily by the right people was so poorly implemented that it collapsed in on itself in the first few days. Something that would need to be used and accessed continuously by everybody is going to have a much harder time working properly. Do you think they learned anything from the last time? No. We can only hope it fails. I tell you what, that's for sure. Just like Obamacare, we can only hope that it fails. All right. Very good. Let's see here. Very good. Let's get a few more, then we're going to put the markets back up. Double stack. Heck, as soon as the customs see a shipment of anything from the USA to China, that's a red flag. That's right. Yep, true that, true that. And we've got William Fender. There's no good to this other than letting another person tell you what you can and cannot do. Exactly. That's the only way to interpret this. That's where it's headed. Sadly, that's where it's headed. Ghost in Plain Sight 2018 says the following here. Here is the thing about buying gold and silver. Other nations are competing with the dollars, pegging their currency to gold and silver. The price and demand for actual currencies won't just go away. And it may come to the point where a parallel economy becomes relevant here in America using a foreign currency that is stable and backed by precious metals, rather than fiat backed solely by debt. Yes, indeed. But what is going to be the system? There's been numerous certain altcoins and stable coins, whatever, backed by gold and silver, but none of them have taken off or shown any real promise. All right. All right, let's take a look at the markets again. We're keeping a close eye on these tonight, and so far they are down for gold and silver. In fact, gold now has dropped the most it has the whole night now, down $5.90 to 1984. George Orwell, doesn't that kind of remind you of George Orwell? There we go. Symbolic gold. Maybe that's what they're saying. They want us to. They're sending a message on this live stream here that, hey, we have got a symbolic number here for 1984 and 40 cents, by the way, down $5.90. Silver down 7 cents to $22.64. There we go. That's where we are at. Yes, indeed. Thank you, guys. All right. Thank you. And by the way, we are 200 thumbs up away from our goal of 500 tonight to meet Liquid Electrum's prediction. Yes, indeed. Can we make it happen? Very good. All right. All right, let's see here. Arne, Jar, they will track every transaction you make and know where you are. Everything you buy, something, and create a pattern of what you're doing. That's exactly right. They'll know so much about you when they can track every single purchase in every single way. Anthony S., I find it ridiculous that this doesn't have to get voted on through Congress. Me too. Exactly. That's a part of the whole thing. It's a bureaucratic state. And the deep state is involved heavily in this. Good to see Coins A to Z. Welcome. Glad you're here. Welcome. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Lazadora. Loves Lions. Thanks for the thumbs up. Metals will change up. All right. So Rocky Superstar is looking that I think we might see metals change up. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, guys. How about 10 push-ups? So I don't, Sunday nights, I kind of don't do the push-ups. Tears for Beers. I tend to lose viewers when I do them on a Sunday night because there's a lot going on anyway with the market watches. So I apologize. But thank you so much. Thank you. Greetings from Australia. Thank you, my steam. Glad you guys are here. Appreciate each and every one of you. It's clear that the best and brightest aren't running the show. Or maybe they're actually really bright because they're getting this thing just pushed out without any pushback, hardly any pushback. I predict a very clumsy, dysfunctional debacle of a rollout, at least as bad as the Obamacare rollout. A lot of chaos and panic could ensue, possibly paralyzing the Fed. Of course, they will try and use that for expanding control, too. I agree. I hope it rolls out and it fails. I really do. Yes, indeed. All right. We've got Mark Graham says, the paper futures market spoofing will bring it back down a few bucks as usual. Back up the truck. Well, it's either that or profit taking, and it looks like we are seeing the metals continue to perform in a negative direction. Now gold is down $9.50. This is the biggest drop of the night. Silver is now down 14 cents. So look at this. Unexpected in my view. I was actually quite surprised to see this correction. or profit taking, or spoofing, high frequency trades. I don't know. We'll see. But there it is. Gold down $9.50, silver down 14 cents, and platinum is now flatlined, and palladium is down $1. Yeah, crazy. All right. There it is. There's where the metals markets are right now. It's pretty wild to see. But hey, gold to silver ratio is still very, very high. All right, there we go. Let's get back here. Patrick Shanahan on this video. Okay, now he has an opinion on the Federal Reserve. I always like to see what people are thinking here on the Federal Reserve. He says, Federal Reserve is owned in form of shares. These shares owned by the anonymous banks that make up the Federal Reserve pay a dividend. A dividend in what, you may ask? A dividend in every dollar they print. So at this point, they have more dollars than heaven. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, it's owned by a form of shares. Yeah, I'd like to see how that is played out, how the share structure works at the Federal Reserve. But thank you, Patrick, for your thoughts there. Very good. All right. Thank you. JM Unleashed, thank you. Yes, pressing the thumbs up does excite this algorithm. Thank you, JM Unleashed. Yes, indeed. By the way, he had a very cool live stream the other night. I missed it, but watched part of the replay. Richard Chumbly says here, let me get to this. What does Richard Chumbly say? He says, fortunately, I have minimal exposure to this socialist control. As soon as my deposits are made, I can pull them and spend it however I see fit, without government oversight. Constitutional currency and precious metals is the future. That's right. There you go. I agree. And let's see here. John Bethia, I've gone from a real world now into an imaginary world. Boy, does this suck. Yes, indeed. It's crazy. Imaginary. Imagine, very real the imaginary world is, right? It's crazy. Okay. Let's go to Chris Baines. I almost said Chris Barnes, who used to be the former singer for Cannibal Corpse and 6 Feet Under, but here's what he says. The Federal Reserve System is a private banking system that prints fiat currency backed by nothing of interest. The dollar bills you hold are worthless pieces of paper. Well, I disagree on both parts. At the very best, the Federal Reserve is a quasi, it's both public and private. In fact, I think I'm making the argument that it's more public, or more, I say, public government controlled than private, because of the accountability they have, supposedly have. They're unelected bureaucrats for sure, but anyways. But the dollar bills are not worthless pieces of paper. I totally disagree with that. These dollar bills, folks, yeah, you know, the true test if this dollar bill is worthless or not is if you saw a $20 bill laying on the side of the street and you're walking by it, would you pick it up? If it was worthless, you would not. Even though it's a declining value, it is what I refer to as unsound money. Dollars are unsound money. Gold and silver are sound money. Yes, indeed. Big difference. He says, why all the fuss? Don't you find that scary? No, because it's not true. It's been like that since 1974. What's so special about 1974, Chris? Add that to the fractional banking, well, there's fractional reserve banking, that's pretty scary. Compound interest and quantitative easing to multiply the nothingness even further. Yep, I agree with you about the quantitative easing and compound interest. And by the way, you forgot to mention inflation, which is a pretty big deal too. All right. Yep, Jules Lee, I agree. Woodrow Wilson is really the beginning of the destruction of this country. A horrible president. And on top of being a horrible president, was trying to get the League of Nations going and destroy the country. In many other ways, he was a bona fide racist as well. So you can add that to the list of things about Woodrow Wilson. All right. Now, Richard Metcalf. Boy, this is very scary. Their excuse of 24/7 transactions is just pure bullpie. Is there anyone that can't make transactions 24/7? Hell, I can even order groceries at midnight and have them at my door the next morning. It's a power grab, plain and simple. Exactly right. Exactly. All right. Very good. Evil One. I would only pick up the $20 bill if it's been on the ground for less than 5 seconds. All right. My guess is probably you would still pick it up, even if it was a little bit dirty and grimy. But anyways, I think even I don't, you know what I mean? Anyways, but that's another thing. All right. Now let's get back to the markets. They are reacting, and all of them are down now. Everything is in the red. It's in the red. All of it is. Gold is down $13 now. The biggest drop so far tonight. 1977 and 60 cents. What's going on? Is it profit taking? I don't know. We'll see. Silver is down 20 cents tonight. So it's doing the exact opposite of what I thought it would. But who knows? The night is young. It could turn around the other way. These are volatile times we live, that's for sure. All right. Let's see here. Silver down 20 cents, $22.50. These are pretty big drops for the night. Pretty big drops. Platinum down $2. Palladium down $6. Is it profit taking? I don't know. We'll see here. But down they go. Down they go. Nick's coin. So am I the only one in Sal's Gal's calendar or other ladies for charity? We all should do it. Yep, you're the only one. Nobody's shown not even a smidgen of interest. Not a smidgen. I think I've probably given up on it, but I don't know. We will see there. But anyways. All right. Jeff Shaw says, so if you get payments from the government, will they use the system? States need to make gold and silver legal tender again. That's right. That's right. If you're going to get anything from the government, from tax returns, it's going to go through this system. Exactly. Like it or not, we're going to be at the mercy of it. But we'll see. All right. JM Unleashed says gender studies have taught him that men can overreact. Yes, indeed, we sure can. Oh, man, we're very hormonal in that way. Being concerned about central bankers moving to financially enslave the entire planet is legitimate and not an overreaction at all, in my opinion. Yes, indeed. All right, well, thank you. I'm glad I'm not tinfoil hat kind of guy, but anyways. All right. Let's see here. Let's march on through. We have got Bill 457, and every bank has to have a Zelle account. They're all gearing up. Zelle, yes. All right. Very good. And we've got Paul here. It says, I'm picturing some hacker sitting in a darkened room, drinking a Monster Energy drink, just vibrating, waiting for this. Well, I think it'll probably be somewhat secure. There's probably a lot of stopgats there for that. That's not my worry. In fact, that would be a welcome thing, actually, because if it's insecure, then that means that nobody's going to have faith in it. It'll maybe collapse in and of itself. But that's the least of my worries, is it getting hacked. But anyways, all right, let's look at the markets again here. They are all down. Gold dropping even further now to down $13.50. Silver down 20 cents, still hanging on there. Platinum and palladium both down. Liquid Electrum, thank you so much. 10 more for safety. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Another super chat. And by the way, yes, I apologize. There's a lot of activity here in the chat. So likely I'm not seeing your comments, especially if you don't actually type my name out. Like it is spelled on my channel with no space in between. I'm likely not to see it. So, but thank you so much, very much. But if you do really want to get my attention, a super chat will definitely pop up. I'll see that. Jorge Mendez. I'm not a tinfoil hat kind of guy, but I do use Faraday cage for most of my valuable electronics. That's a good idea. Very good idea. Stefan is here. Liquid Electrum, there it is again. Thank you, my brother. Wow, very kind of you, sir. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, man. All right. Let's see here. And let's see. Let's get back to the comments here. We've got Keep Digging. All right. I wonder if he's a metal detectorist. Perhaps he could be. He says, it's not public. There are no elections. They answer to no one, and all of their action are decided in private. It's operated by private shareholders. But who are the private shareholders? Of course, they have a gov site. That's part of the deception. They're the shadow government, not the representatives of the people. But the key there, word in your statement, is government. They're the shadow government. And just because it's a government entity does not mean it's a representative of the people. Look at the EPA. Look at these three-letter agencies. They're all unelected as well. But their leaders are appointed by politicians. That's my whole argument here. All right, very good. All right, JM Unleashed says, I have no evidence of this, but while watching this video, I got a feeling that maybe Canada has significant gold reserves, but has decided not to report them publicly. Now that would be an interesting thing. Storage and security costs can be eliminated by implementing an old stacking concept, which is the best way to secure your stack is to not tell anybody about it. Just a feeling. That is good. That is an idea. That's true. Could be the case. But my guess is probably, given the people that were in charge at the time in 2016, when it happened, is probably, and they've been selling off for quite a long time, and I think that's probably been verified. But yes, indeed. All right. Truth at any cost. How can we protect ourselves? What happens when you run out of silver? I'm not wealthy now and can't obtain mass amounts. Well, you hold on to your silver. I mean, you know, if you have to make purchases with it, then yeah, you're going to eventually run out, I guess, at one point in time. Just stack what you can. Protect yourself in many other ways and have goods and services that you could potentially sell for silver as well. It works both ways. All right. Zero Swings says, I'm sorry, but the Fed is not a government entity. The reason why it's labeled as even remotely governmental is because the U.S. is wholly beholden to that private entity. And I think it's the other way around, exactly the other way around. I like your channel and all, but this is a verifiable fact. This is all really began when the Fed's creation in 1913, but FDR's New Deal is around the time the Fed took over completely. It goes back to even further to 1871, but that's another argument. Well, the Fed didn't exist in 1871, Zero Swings. And my argument here is that, you know, it's a quasi-government / private entity, whatever. But I don't know what these private entities, these holding to the private entity, and who are these private entities? Are they shareholders? Who are the shareholders? Where is that money coming from? No one can say for sure. But the thing is, even the Federal Reserve itself says that it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both, and no one really fully owns it. Who are the shareholders? That's what I want to know. Anyways, RV Duo says, if it's paper, it might as well be worthless cash. If it's physical silver, then you have value. That's right. That's true. And back on this thing on the Federal Reserve, what other private institution has its board of governors? By the way, they're called governors, by the way, that are appointed by and confirmed by politicians. What other one does that? To me, that says it all right there. And their website is .gov. To me, they're more of a government agency with some maybe attributes of being a private entity. What is beholden to the private entity is the fact that they are not accountable. They're not accountable. We can agree on that. Maybe they're a shadow government organization, as somebody has said. But anyways, Jorge says, a private Federal Reserve is private name only. It is politically motivated to hold toxic assets to the buyer of last resort, which is to say it is not private. I'm leaning more in that direction and feeling that is the case. It's really kind of a mixed bag there. I'm kind of agreeing with Jorge there. To me, it's worse that it's a government agency. You know what I mean? And just because it's a government agency does not mean they have to be accountable. Let's see. But then again, it seems like most politicians aren't accountable anyway. They can get away with so much. It's insane. Pat says, by law, the shareholders of the Fed are the banks in each jurisdiction. New York's Fed is literally owned by the banks within New York. Shares are non-transferable, cannot be bought or sold. Okay, interesting. Thank you, Pax. Okay, interesting. So each of the 12 Federal Reserve banks are owned by the banks in that district. So the New York Fed is owned by the banks within New York. Okay, shares are non-transferable, cannot be bought and sold. Interesting. Okay, thank you. The FDIC, the C stands for corporation. They fall all the time. Think about it. That's true. You're right. Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Yes. Very good. All right. Okay, let's see here. Thank you for that. I appreciate that information. Mel Point says, now waiting 2 weeks for delivery of 1/4 Britannia and 1/10 ounce Britannia from the United K Royal Mint. Phoned them and they said it's a bank security issue, and I'm not the only one having this issue for a small amount of gold. Something is wrong. Wow. Well, I've made some purchases too, and they're kind of on the back burner before they get delivered. And this all happened before this crisis really began. Very, very good. All right, there you go. Maintain the pretense of discipline and maintain confidence of foreign creditors. That makes sense too, Jorge. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. James Smith is here. Good to see Skate Army. Tears for Beers, you guys. Wonderful. Thank you, every one of you, for being here tonight. And if you are here, if you don't mind pressing that thumbs up button, our goal is 500 thumbs up tonight. Hopefully we can get there. And Curly Maple Bandit says they won't need to come and take any gold. They see you buying with the Fed Now system. They just won't let you spend your money there. That's really the bottom line. And that's right. They won't need to take your gold. They just won't let you get any more. That's right. In due course. They're not going to do that right away for sure. It's going to be a slow thing. Slow roll into that. All right. Comrade Jake, remember what happened to the Canadian truckers. Exactly. Disagree with the current government and cop smashes your head, bank account frozen, etc. And just one more very strong move towards a grip and control of you with this Fed Now system. It's bad news all the way around. No good will come of it, that's for sure. All right. Good to see you. All right. Let us now take a look over here and see what the markets are doing tonight. Right now, they appear to be down and pretty solidly. Now, here in about 10 minutes, we're going to see what it looks like on the charts. They started out in positive direction except for gold. Even gold was started out low with a drop, and they are now down. Gold down $12.50 right now to 1977 and 80 cents. 1977 being the year, of course, of the great Led Zeppelin tour. Song remains at the same tour, if I'm not mistaken. Silver down 18 cents to $22.52 for silver. Yeah, down 18 cents. Platinum is down $2, and palladium is down $1. Gold to silver ratio is hanging out at 88.17. Multi-Gunman, good to see you. Yeah, Mark B is here. Count Derpula is here. Thank you, guys. And let's see here. So there's where we are at there. All right, hey, look at this, folks. We have a, Stefan, thank you, my friend, for the PayPal donation. Very kind of you. Stefan, are you still here? I'm sorry, I'm just now seeing this, but I do see it here. Stefan, thank you, brother. Very kind of you. Yes, he saw that. And PayPal, if he does friends and family. Very appreciated, my friend. All right, thank you. Stefan. You were the man. All right. Well, let's see here. And where are we at? Let's refresh this one more time. Down 1280. So slight movements there for the precious metals. All right, let's move back up here. We have got Pathetic Prepper, unconstitutional. We are on a temporary suspension of our money system. A new system not based on gold, silver is completely unconstitutional, and Fed will also be violating their charter. Yes. Yep. We have kind of strayed away from the Constitution for so long. It's just crazy. All right. Let's see here. Click on Orca. Well, I could have done without hearing about this. There goes my good mood. I know. I'm sorry, my friend. It's tough, and I hate to break it to you. It is not good news. It will put you in a sour mood, and knowing what's coming, it's crazy. All right, good to see Cyber Curtain Twitcher is here. Welcome, CCT. And by the way, if you guys should check out Cyber Curtain Twitcher's channel. He's posted a great video, a good couple of videos as of late. You should check him out. Thank you. Oh man. Let's see here. Okay, Rocky Superstar says push-ups are needed. All right, man. I'll tell you what. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do some push-ups just for Rocky. I usually don't do them on a Sunday night, but I can knock out 10 real quick for him. Let me do this. What we usually do, I'll explain it here in a minute. Let me get these push-ups out of the way. 10 for Rocky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so for those of you who don't know, what we usually do on nights other than Sunday night is For every dollar that's donated via Super Chat here, I do a push-up. It's just something I've done for a while. And for every dollar donated via PayPal, friends, and family, I do 2 push-ups because the Super Chats, 30% goes to YouTube. Another 20+% goes to taxes. And so there we go. Very good. All right. Very good. So there it is. All right. So there we go. And let's see here. Thanks for just consolidating gold and silver price before any further push. Yeah, thanks so far. Yes, that's very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no scammers. They typically don't call on a Sunday night. Jigsaw is here. Good to see you. Thank you, Silver Goblin. All right. 10 more. All right, okay. Liquid says 10 more push-ups. All right, let me do 10 more quick. Let's do 10 more quick. Because Liquid Electrum, he donated $10 too earlier. So let me do 10 for him quick. Here we go. All right. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there we go. Yes, because he sent $10 super chat earlier. All right, back to the front. Here we go. Let's go to another comment here and see what's happening here. Thank you guys for being here tonight. If you could press that thumbs up button, our goal was 500 tonight. We're about 80 away from meeting that goal. Rick, CBDCs will fail miserably before a right-wing conservative Supreme Court. Yes, we'll see. We can only hope so. We can only hope. But let's see. All right. Silver and gold stack attack here on this video, and I appreciate him watching it. If you guys have not seen this video from this morning, I encourage you to watch it. It's really big news. A lot of things to think about as this crap inches closer. We can say we'll resist all we want, but if we're still working for a legit employer, there won't be a whole lot to resist. Got to get paid. That's true. Yep, you're right. You're right. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see here. Thank you. All right, thank you, Silver Tree. Appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Paul Eklund. Paul Eklund, I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing that right now, says the following. Looks like to me the elimination of physical cash on hand by forcing us into holding cash in the digital realm. What better way of having total control? I'm not buying into that. Federal Reserve and government's lack of fiscal responsibility isn't bad enough. Well, Paul, this is not going to be the elimination of cash on hand. At least not in the beginning. It's going to take quite a while. There's been a proposal of something called e-cash, which means that one of these notes very well could have like a barcode on it or a QR code. Going to be scanned for transactions, and it'll be digitized. The transaction will be digitized, but you'll still have some semblance of anonymity to a point with those. I think that's probably what's going to happen. They're going to give that sort of some semi-sense of security there. Anyway. Liquid Electrum says, signing up for FedNow coin feels like deciding to get the coronavirus vaccine shot. You know it's bad, but you are forced into it. I passed on the ARM ticket to hell, but I'll pass on FedCoin as long as I can. There you go. Yep, understandable. Redneck Coins, 3 people interested in sussy 30 billion injected First Republic. Even Swiss is willing to inject a 100 billion. That's all bailout crap to me. I bet silver and gold jumps when it opens today here soon. Yeah, well, so far they've fallen. Believe it or not, they've fallen so far. We're going to check them here in a moment. Let's see here. As we slurp our way through this live stream, and I appreciate you guys being here with me tonight. And on this market watch, let's see what the markets are doing now. We're minutes away from checking how they have performed through the course of the night through the charts. We're going to check that here momentarily. But here's what we have. Gold down $12.90 now. They've kind of bottomed out and kind of normalizing, I think, at this point. Down $12.90 to $1,977.40 for gold. Silver down 22 cents, almost down a full percentage point, widening the gold to silver ratio to 88.31 now. Platinum down $3 to to $982. And palladium is down $1. That's where it's kind of been sitting for a while, to $14.94. Annie Oakley is here. Thank you for the thumbs up, Annie Oakley. So good to see you. Welcome, Pyro. Glad you guys are here. D. Peterson is here. All right. Very, very good. There it is. All right. Let's get back to the channel comments. We've got Eli. Says, good info. And historically, for far too long, there's been a great distrust in the federal government. By the way, I'm presently shopping for a 10-ounce bar before the Asian markets open. Yeah, well, there you go, Eli. This is one of those situations where it may have been good to wait, but hey, you never know. Hindsight's 20/20. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah. That's where we are at. So we'll see. I'm curious what Eli thinks about making that purchase before the markets open and where things are now, because I've been there. I've been there in a bad road. But anyways, all right, very good. Let's see here. Where are we at? Mike Kitten is a grandmaster. Hopefully we see $30 silver and $3,000 gold. Yeah, hey, we'll see. We'll see. This is my video. This is how we get to $30 in a week. I still think it could happen even when the prices are low right now, if what I talk about happens, which I think is probably unlikely. I think the Fed is probably going to end up raising rates 25 basis points. But there's other factors that could still lead to $30 silver, even if they do that, in my view. Nicholas Tracy, I may not have enough to be excited, but I sure am rooting for these metals anyway, because although I'm not prepared yet, I believe in them versus Federal Reserve and their ilk. Yes. Amen, Nicholas. Well said. Well said. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's go up here. And Rod Panhard, they're using the ESF to build bailing out the failed banks. This is what's usually used to smack down the metals price, so not sure if this changes the game any. ESF to fund bailing out the federal banks. Well, so far right now, look at this. They're down. So maybe that system, whatever ESF is being implemented now. We'll find out. We shall see. All right. Let's get back this way and get to Rocky Superstar's comment on this video this afternoon. He says, Sal, I saw Republic Bank was given $34 billion loan. We will see more banks default when silver breaks away from its ties with the stock market. We will see silver move upwards, yes. But what will it take for that to happen, Rocky? I'm very curious to see what will take for that to happen. Very, very interesting. Joe Cletus says, big week coming up. There's a lot of news that's going to be coming this week, that we'll see how that's translated in the markets. For sure, very well could be big. We'll find out. Let's see. Liquid Electrum on this video says, great work, Uncle Sal. You are on the ball, my friend. Time to take off the kid gloves and say it like it is. The tone line gets more serious from here out. Stack and prep. It's crunch time, folks. Be strong. And by the way, this type of thing happening is very scary. And I tell you what, if we see metal prices continue to go down, it's a blessing. And it gives you that chance to be able to pick more up. As more and more people realize what's going on with things like this, you're going to want to stack more. You're going to want to be able to have some in your possession. All right. Rick M says, I wouldn't be surprised to see $25 to $27 silver this week. Yes. And I wouldn't be surprised either. I still think the Fed will raise rates by a quarter point, and we will see a small dip in metals at that point. I'll buy more at that time. I think you might be right, Rick. Very well might be right. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's march through. Silver Goblin. Silver Goblin, like the pure shiny stuff. Way to go. Nice. Yes, indeed. And where are we at? Okay. By the way, good to see Gold Chick is here as well. Eliza Williams, Daddy Sal never calls reply on my posts or lives anymore. Maybe we need to post more. Yeah, sometimes I'll heart a comment if it does feel like it doesn't need replying to, but a lot to respond to. I try my best. I apologize if I don't get to, but I do appreciate your comments, Eliza. Most definitely do. Raise rates in a banking collapse only in 2023. Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. And Silver Goblin, yes, it did that. Very good. Likes the shiny. Snakebite says, one thing I've not been discouraged when it drops, I just purchase more. I understand it's a long-term hold. The only reason I'd sell it would be if the GSR closes within reason. Then I would swap it for more gold, yes. And it's way out of reason right now. It's very high gold to silver ratio now. Hello, Silver Sphincter. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Probably intentional that they raise rates. Yep. Crazy, crazy. Silas Barter, there you go. Take a sip and buy the dip. There you go. Try Again is here. Welcome, Try Again. Good to see you, Try Again. And JD is here. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Trapper Bob Patriot says, if silver and gold go extremely high, that to me says the dollar is in the tank. Yeah, well, I wouldn't really necessarily call that the tanking of the dollar yet. But I think that probably if we see it dramatically, if the dollar index falls dramatically, and we see the Fed continue to raise rates, then I think that probably, you're seeing the weakening of the dollar, a true weakening of the dollar all around, including high inflation, potentially stagflation, and a weakening against the measure of the other currencies out there. And Coin Collecting Fun, thank you for smashing that thumbs up button. Speaking of crushing the like button, you don't have to do it here, but if you do press it, it would be nice. We need about 48 thumbs up left to get to 500, which is our goal tonight. All right, we have the Canadian Prime Minister chiming in on this video here, and here's what he's got to say. I'm waiting for the next correction. Sharp rises equals sharp pullbacks as the profit taking sweeps in. Don't get caught up in FOMO. March and October are always hot as far as the market goes. Keep your powder dry and buy the next dip. I do think the dips are going to be fewer and fewer as the dollar and the house of cards gets weaker and weaker. The time is running out. I don't think it's out yet, but it's a great reminder of how fragile the entire system is. It's certainly uncharted territory. I do hope things cool down. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Very good. Andrew Race says, I feel silver will be dropping big time this week, and it very well could. It very well could. So far right now, we're at the top of the hour. And beyond that, we're going to look at the graphs, the charts, and see how they performed over the night. Let's look at gold first. It's at 1979 now. It's pulling back from some of its lows. But look at that. It went so high on Friday that it was literally off the chart, or at least it's off this chart. So there you go. Off the charts here from 1930 all the way up to 1990. Now this pulling back, and it's found its bottom for the evening so far. Gold has found its bottom, and it's trying to recapture some of these losses so far. In this chart, we see it there. We're looking at the bid price for gold. It's pretty amazing to see this kind of wild ride in this movement in this direction for gold over the past Friday that we saw there on St. Patrick's Day. Man, crazy. Thank you, LST. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Appreciate all of you guys being here with me tonight. Let's see. Let's do this. All right. Yeah, it's trying to find the bottom, Jamie. That's right, exactly. Let's go over here to silver now. Let's see what silver's chart and what it has done over the past hour here. Look at silver. Look at that. A little bit of a spike up. Relatively little tiny spike at the beginning. And then a nosedive. And I believe it has found its bottom as well, too. Right around resistance at $22.40. It's kind of trying to recover a little bit from that. Bouncing around in that general area. Pretty wild. Look at the markets tonight. Yes, indeed. Yes. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, our goal is 500 thumbs up tonight. We're at 480 now. We need 20 more to get there. Hopefully we can get there if you guys don't mind. And let's see. So there's where silver has been moving the past hour. We're looking at bid price. And look what happened Friday to silver. sawtoothing its way up, and then got hit, smacked down, then up again right at the close, and then boom, coming out here, the market's down. Crazy, crazy. Freight Grinder comments on this video from this evening about how we get to $30 silver by the next week. Yeah. Of course, silver could easily double this year, like it has every economically volatile period in the U.S. history, but it doesn't stay there. Silver and gold crashes to record lows every time because when the economy stops, mining stops. Remember, CBDCs are coming, so soaring previous metals doesn't help their cause. I predict metals mediocrity, but with ungodly premiums that will only attract the panic buyer who will lose his pants later. If old Biden does a precious metals buyback like FDR in 1932, or 33 is what he meant to say there, then I see the price driven down to help meet the goal. No good crisis will go to waste. Yes. Yeah, possibly. However, I'm not sure that if mining stops, I think that would mean that precious metals would go up rather than down. There we go. Very good. Tomorrow we'll blast off. Maybe so. Liquid Electrum. I think it could happen. I could see it happening. Nicole B is here. Good to see Nicole. All right. Thank you, Fred Grinder. Always appreciate your thoughts. Definitely. Always good to think outside the box with some of these things with the markets. What possibly could happen. Melting down. If paper contracts are going to be dumped as part of the bank bail in, then yep, I see it going lower. And maybe that's what's happening. Maybe they're dumping a lot of contracts. Maybe there's a high frequency selling in big bulks tonight. I know there's a website that showed that stuff, but I'm not on it now. But it very well could be. Yes, indeed. All right. European markets are subdued for now. That's not done yet. Yeah, we'll see what happens when the London markets open up. It could go the other way. Annie Oakley has an LCS 70 miles away, but that's considered close. Well, I hope you can get there and check it out. That is a long drive, but yeah, maybe you live out west or something. But anyways, all right. Darren the Spiritual Atheist. Whenever I feel blue, I go to my local coin shop and add to my stack. All right. Well, you don't want to buy completely out of emotion like that either. So just make sure that, you've got a little bit of, just weigh the emotions. You know what I mean? Is what I would encourage you to do whenever you make a purchase of any kind, really. Doesn't just, it's not just related to precious metals, by the way. HVAC is here. Good to see HVAC. Welcome. And Rubicon is here. Drickett, welcome, sir. Good to see you. Liquid Electrum, here we go, Sal. I hate to say it, but to the moon. Yeah, I tell you what, we shall see. It's, I think it's still a possibility. Like you said, we've not seen the European markets because a lot of this stuff is affecting Europe and the United States. And so you're seeing a lot of maybe selling off now, but really the real problems are there. So it could very well turn around overnight. But I could be wrong on that too. It very well could continue to fall. Roger Metcalf, it doesn't seem long ago that silver went high, and now it happens again. That's right. Starting to go happen again. Recovering some of its losses we've seen. All right. Oh, man. The daughter and dad game night. He got beat by his daughter, Redneck Coins. Oh, man. I'm sorry about that, but hey, your daughter must be really skilled. Good stuff. Very good. And let's see here. Big E says, I think it may be more likely next week, but I think it's coming soon. Might see a slight pullback and consolidation on the way up. The house of cards is falling. Well, Big E, so far, what you are talking about is proving itself to be happening now because gold and silver are down a little bit tonight. So you very well may be on point. Let's see here. All right. Acnot 2099. JP Morgan controls the silver market so much I doubt any breakout in prices. Yeah, well, hey, we could be right too. They're technically not supposed to do that. There you go. That's right, Hoosier Stacker. Always within your budget. Be consistent. If you got to buy slow, that's fine too. And slow and steady wins the race, as they say, right? All right. Let's see. Let's march on through here. Thank you, AK Not, or Act Not. Strat Captain, well, we all know you're not selling your silver at $30 an ounce. Anyhow, it's not that big a deal after all. Well, I think $30 would be a pretty big deal. We haven't seen that for a couple of years. And we were all pretty happy when it did get up to that point. Let's see here. We've got the markets now. Look at this. Gold is now down $10.80. So it is starting to show some resistance here. Coming back up a little bit from that lowest low, but still down. Silver, though, is down 21 cents, which I think is the lowest it's been. So it's still finding its bottom here so far. Yes, it is. And platinum is down 2, palladium is down $1. So far the markets are down a bit tonight. Yes, indeed they are. All right, Justin Trudeau. And thank you guys for participating in the poll. The night is still young, so participate in the poll. You know, these are through the course of the sleeping hours of the night. What will they do tonight? So thank you guys for participating. They could still go up a little bit. That's 40% of you say. We'll see. Justin says, how they'll do it is by killing the small community banks. The small banks won't get bailouts, forcing a run on the big banks. People will rush to the large commercial banks, and then they all have to do is let one of these large commercial banks fail. Massive panic will sit, and they will rush in the white knight, being the CBDC. People will have no choice if Bitcoin is here. You know what? I could very well see that happening. I really could. Yes, indeed. I could very well see that happening. Liquid Electrum on this video says the following. Let's get over here and get to this. He says, the biggest banks got $1 trillion in new deposits last week. Folks pulling out of small banks and turning to big banks. Now the big banks are giving the small banks $30 million back. The small banks are still failing. It's gone global. Monday, all eyes are on the banking system. Tuesday, Trump goes to jail. Wednesday, Fed meeting. What a week. My money is on silver bigly. Yes, that's true. That's right. You got to think about the domestic political situation, too. We're going to have a former president being arrested, likely on Tuesday. Good to see Coin Crew. Welcome. Good to see you, sir. Always good to see Coin Crew. Check out his channel. He does great videos on precious metals and owns a coin shop. And so he sees a lot. He's probably seen a lot of new stackers come in lately, as well as maybe even some new collectors as well on his channel. And at his shop, most importantly. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. Let's slurp a little bit of coffee. We're near the bottom of this coffee, which have grains of cinnamon in it, which means I got to be careful because they scratch the throat. I'm going to be chasing with water here soon. But I appreciate you guys being here. And thanks for the thumbs up. We've reached our goal tonight. Our next goal for the thumbs up is straight fives across the board. 5, 5, 5. Can we get there? And we're almost halfway there to that. We need 555 thumbs up. All right, very good. All right, y'all look out for it, Chuck and Plata. I've not gotten it yet. Susan Pitt says, uncharted territory. Who knows what this week will bring? Yes, indeed. That's right, Susan. You're right. I wonder if Susan is here. Joe, Fed is out of ammo. Tell you what, they talk about this toolbox, but they're probably out of tools too. Thus, silver will never drop below 20 again. The bottom is set both fundamentally and technically. The old saying, don't fight the Fed, was true for decades, but now metals laugh in the face of the Fed. Institutional lack of trust, coupled with physical delivery demands, will soon expose paper silver contracts as worthless. I would not be so quick to make that assessment, Joe. I think they're still laughing. The metals are down right now, and I think there could come a time when we may see them fall. In fact, I would not even rule out silver falling below 20, even after what we've seen this week. Could be wrong, but you never know. We got to prepare for the possibility, though. He says this is how we get to $100 and beyond. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Stackers itching to sell at 30 will regret jumping off the rocket upon takeoff. There's a lot of things working against silver, though, right now. But anyways, there we go. Yes, indeed. That's right. Jenny. Maybe I just want Jenny rather than the numbers. Maybe that's really the bottom line. Would I trade Jenny for those digits? Maybe. Just depends on if she's a cool chick or not, you know. Grayman61, a silver run may get us to $30 by Monday morning. Yeah, well, I don't know necessarily that a silver run would absolutely do that. We'll see. But we'll find out. But let's see here. No, I don't. I drink black silk soldiers, not instant, Sergeant Gold. It's not instant. Terrell, $30 silver, not bad. I'm about to stock up. Always so informational, Sal. You're the best. Thank you, Terrell. You are awesome. I watched her replay from her live stream. She did a great job supporting other singers. She's a great singer herself, has her own CD. Coin Crew favors gold this year. Having said that, silver is still a great investment. There you go. Yes, indeed. Imagine them arresting Donald Trump and sending him to Rikers Island. That's where he would go. Wow. Crazy. Well, I imagine he'd probably get bailed out. You know, I would imagine. But it's insane. Rogue, out of control prosecutor there. All right, let's see here. Anti-at-Jack, hello. Good to see you. And let's see here. Let's march on up here. We have got more activity in the comment section. Then we're going to check the markets again here and momentarily. Richard Metcalf, no, 25 basis points. A hike would be great. They said they would keep it until something breaks. Well, something broke. Yeah, that's true. Exactly. Everybody's kind of guessing. Nobody really truly knows exactly what's going to happen. Nobody truly knows. All right. Thank you, Richard Metcalf. Yes. Thank you guys for being here tonight. By the way, we have 475 here. If you don't mind pressing the thumbs up button, our goal is 555 likes. 5s across the board. Fine 1E. As a stacker, you're always hoping for breakout until it happens. Then you're praying for the dip. That's right, exactly. If you want to buy more, you don't want it to see it go up a whole lot. But we've had a pretty good drop tonight. How much has silver dropped? It's dropped 21 cents. Hopefully Chuck and Plata will keep that in mind when he quotes me a price. And gold is down $11. Silver is down 21 cents. Platinum down 3 and palladium down 1. Very good. Crazy. Thank you, Jay Hart. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for the thumbs up. Isadora and Coin Crew. Good to see. And D. Peterson is here. Good to see you. All right. So there's where we are at tonight with the metals markets. Down. Certainly not out. And these drops, by the way, are minuscule compared to the rise that we saw on Friday. And there could be a stopgap in London when the London markets open up. Because remember, this banking crisis is not seeing a whole lot of it move east into Asia. We had an Asian financial crisis in 1997 that kind of rocked that area. And there could still be something coming there. But so far, we've not heard of any of that yet. All right. Yes, indeed. The crossroads. Interesting, Liquid Electrum. All right. All right, yes. Okay, let's move up here. We've got the local coin reviews. That's cool, yes. Pretty wild. Let's see what happens with them. We've got THS. This will be a crazy week. Just stack. All Americans need silver. Yes, indeed, they do. True that, true that. And we've got Julius Stryker says, Bitcoin is taking off right now. I expect the metals to follow at open. Well, so far they are not. They are going in the opposite direction. And it's crazy that Bitcoin, let's actually see what Bitcoin is doing now. I'm going to check my charts. Bitcoin is up. Wow. Bitcoin is up over 4% now to $28,329. Ethereum is up 1.76. A lot of people are gravitating towards the crypto space right now. You know, that's just crazy to me. And that might be sucking some of the energy out of gold and silver. Because you think about it, and with this Fed now thing coming, that's a direct competition, I think, to cryptocurrencies with CBDC. And they are going to, which means they will squash Bitcoin. And I tell you what, I'm glad I'm not in the crypto space. And for those people that are, they're making out big time right now, and good for them. But just be careful with it. I would just say be careful if you're in cryptocurrencies. You know what I mean? But we'll find out. Crazy. All right. Let's see here. Toe Jam. My stacks of Silver Eagles will increase in liquidity and barter power as the spot price goes up. And the Fed can't take sovereign currency. That's true. I think so. I think you're right. And Helen Dobbs says, I think silver will go up, then fall drastically. We will see next year. All right. It very well could happen that way. Very well could happen. Good to see Rufus. Welcome. Glad you guys are here. Mike M says, they already let USB buy Credit Suisse for $3 billion. So be prepared. The silver and gold will go down. Ah, okay. So that has happened. And Mike M, so far, that's turning out to be the case. It's turning out to be the case that they are down. And very well, that could be the reason why, which means that if the London market's open, and this happened, if they interpret that as being a stability with the banking system there, and that could be another stopgap or, quote, firewall, that coupled with First Republic, then that would explain it. Let's see here. The only ones making cash off of silver are sellers. Yep. And maybe that's what's happening now. People taking profits. Jigsaw Jazz says, just grabbed another 20 ounces. Grab 20 of those cut saw mint unity rounds. Okay, interesting. Cool. I believe the days of government subsidized metal prices are running short. Very well could be. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Earthquake in Colombia. I thought it was Ecuador, Angela. Ecuador. I don't know that it will have that much effect on silver. I don't know. Praying for the people in Ecuador for the earthquake. Bad news. Joseph Alvarez says, I think right now is a time to be scared. But I think getting good information and not coming to quick conclusions is important as well. Let's do our best to have a wise and level-headed understanding of what exactly the Fed now means and what it talks about. Because that's very important. I think having a more in-depth understanding of what's going on and how it works is very important. And I want a way of supporting to get different perspectives from different YouTubers within the same community of trading and precious metals to really come together and get feedback. Yeah, well, I understand that, Joseph. Sadly, this is one of those things where it's like a blatantly obvious thing. We know how it works. In fact, they've told us how it works. I'm using their own language to track how it works as to why that's important. And I think that honestly, you may feel I'm overreacting here, but I can't imagine a stacking channel coming to any other conclusion. I really can't. It's bad news all the way around. No good can come from this. I'm sorry. And if that sounds like an extreme position to you, I apologize and I hope you will forgive me, but I just can't see any good out of this at all. Let's see here. Very good. All right. But thank you for your thoughts, Joseph. I certainly appreciate it. Counterpilla. I'm here with you till the wheels fall off. Well, thank you. I always appreciate the faithful viewers. You guys are great. Muchly appreciated. He says here, my prescription, no fear. Get it out of your mind. No stress. Keep fear in the dark. No doubt. Believe in you even when no one else can. And pray as if your future depends on it, because it does. I'm living proof. Good advice. Good advice. All right. Very, very good. All right. Let's march forward here to the next comment. We've got Weekly Bullion. Says, thanks for the great video, Sal. Well, thank you, sir. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos. He says, as with anything, it's important to simply stay consistent with one strategy. While things look bearing for banks right now, no one knows what could happen next week or next month. Hence, a consistent strategy is key. That's right, Weekly Bullion. I will say this, just like it happened in 2007, 2008, there was a big span of time when not a lot happened. So people thought we may have seen the worst of it. And we didn't have social media like we have now. And so there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of talk, and we have to temper our expectations or perceptions and understand that. That's why I like to balance it out. But we'll see here. Very good. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I thank you so much, Liquid Electrum. I appreciate that. Polybuck is here. Hello, Polybuck. Good to see you. By the way, Terry79 is here. Hello, Terry. Good to see you. All right. And we've got Ron Bell. Let's see what Ron Bell says here. Thanks for the update and info. I told you in the past that I had a lot of 40% Kennedy halves. I just finally pulled them out and rolled some and bagged them up. I counted them. I have 1,171 of those things. They remind me of so many poker chips. I think if we get a silver rally and the GSR closes, I will be trading those for gold. What do you think? They are quite heavy. I fully am in agreement with that. In fact, honestly, I would trade them right out for 90% silver now. If you get spot for them, I'd be surprised. I'm not a big fan of 40% Kennedy halves. I mean, they do have value with their spot price, but they take up a lot of space, and you can equal the amount of space with value by getting 90%. Imagine the fact that you have so many of them. That's a lot of storage space. I would trade those things out as soon as possible if it were me. Let's see here. Clean up the chat. What's going on in the chat? Let's see here. We've got. Let's see here. Yeah, Kenny. Yeah, if he's, I don't know. Yeah, just block Ken if he's, I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with what he has been talking about, but he's always talking Bitcoin and hating on silver. And he's basically kind of trolling it here, but he's on the thin line. But if you, but I err towards free speech in here. And so let him say his piece. You can ignore him or you can block him yourself. In other words, moderators don't block him, but you can block him so you don't have to see his posts if you don't want to. All else, ignore and he will go away. You know what I mean? Don't engage and it'll be okay. You know what I mean? The same old rant. It's like a broken record. So it's just, yeah. It's one big troll fest with Ken. He provides nothing to the channel, but he's not really breaking the rules, so to speak. But anyways, Terrell, thank you, my friend. Oh my goodness gracious, good to see Terrell. Man, very kind of you, Terrell. You are awesome, my friend. Popping and hopping in here. Yes, indeed, it's a good crowd here tonight. I appreciate it, and I'm always thankful that you're here. And again, if you guys want to hear an amazing, underrated talent, you need to check out Terrell's channel. She is amazing. Got a wonderful voice. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. People can choose to not see your post by just blocking. It's totally consistent, Ken. It's not telling people to censor. It's people have the freedom to not engage or to prevent from seeing the post. But anyways. Yes, indeed. All right. So here we go. Thank you, Ron. Jimmy Hat says, once people who are new realize they've lost money in the short term, then they'll want to return to the path before this little dip uptick. Yes. And I don't want people to get burnt on silver. They must completely understand the dynamics of the silver market or have enough of an understanding to know that it could go down just as quickly as it's going up. And tonight, many of us were surprised that the markets opened up to the negative side. To the negative side. Very good. So there we go. So gold is down $10.30 to 1980. So it's recovering some of its losses. Silver is down 19 cents now to $22.51. Platinum is down 2. Palladium down 3. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. Oh, yeah. Yep, we do need to return to constitutional values. I totally agree with that. Stack of freedom. That's right, exactly. And this is essentially a free speech place. I want people to feel free to speak their mind, and but the consequences of the speech is just hey, if you are like a broken record, people don't have to listen to you either. There you go. Thank you. And Jam Unleashed has posted a link to Terrell's debut solo album. You can listen to samples there. Just an amazing talent. Pretty amazing. right. So there's where the metals markets are on this hour. We are 1.5 hours in after the markets have opened up. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing indeed. There's where the metals are. Down a little bit. But we could see a stopgap in London, but it may be this bailout of the Credit Suisse may calm the nerves of the markets. We'll find out. All right, so Numismatic Stacker says here, this is pretty important from Numismatic Stacker. He says, actually was shocked because the futures market was much higher at the end of the day Friday. So the futures market was wrong, apparently, and the markets are opening to the downside. So fascinating. Yes, good point, Numismatic Stacker. Good point indeed. All right. Oh, yeah. Very good, you guys. So, by the way, thank you. Hey, we have passed our goal of 555 thumbs up. Our next goal is 600. Can we get to 600 thumbs up tonight? We may. We are about 30 away from that. All right. Gold standard bimetallism to restore the dollar. I like a bimetallic standard. I think that would be cool to have back in play. I think that would be nice. Concurring lion. All right. Johnny B. ordered some Barber coinage last night. Congratulations on the Barber coinage. El Vampiro, positive you will keep us up to date with the latest. I'll try my best. Yes, indeed, I will. Jeremiah Johnston on this video. And again, if you've not seen this video from this morning, it did fall slightly under the radar, but this is probably one of the most important videos I'll do this year about the end of money as we know it is coming in days. Jeremiah Johnson, this scares me. Already Discover Card will be giving the feds info for ammo and firearms purchases. With this program, they will decide what, where, and when you buy stuff. I don't like this at all. Me either. It's scary, for sure. Very good. Okay. Trimetallic. There you go. Platinum just doesn't have the track record and history that the other metals do. I think that's why. John Adams. This coming week will be full of ups and downs. It sure will. Yes, indeed. Stephen says, silver is a lifestyle choice, and I'm standing in my truth. There you go. And I think that really is. It is a very personal thing to stack silver and gold. There's people that have very different reasons to hold it, to stack it, to buy it, even to collect it. And, there's stackable silver that I bought because I just enjoy it. I like to hold it in my hand, to feel the weight of the metal. Like these Geiger bars. I just love these little Geiger bars. The old school ones, you know what I mean? Or the little, here's an American, I have an American, who wants to see this American silver bar? I've got a 100% USA made in America silver bar. Who wants to see it? And press the number 17 in the chat if you want to see this silver bar while we're here watching these markets here. We've reached 600. Our next goal now is 666, only to get to 667. We want to get past 666, but I appreciate it. So, yes, indeed. So, let's see. Press the number 17 if you want to show you this cool silver bar wrapped in plastic still. We have a 117 from JM Unleashed. All right. MKP Stacking says 17. He wants to see it. That's 2. 2 out of 445 ain't bad. All right. We're getting a few more takers on that want to see this. You're going to hear it first. Here it is. You're going to hear it first. In stereo. You find a way. You find another way to tap this. I'm going to tap this. I'm going to tap this, yo. I'm going to tap it, G. Let me tap this and get a good sound of it. Oh, yeah. That's 10 troy ounces of tapitude. I'm going to tap that. All right, here we go. Yay for silver. All right. Let's get it on. I'm going to show you this silver bar right now. The 17s have it. There it is. Oh, yeah. Made in America. 10 troy ounces. Oh, yeah. I forget what the GR stands for. But, yeah, this is a nice cast silver bar. You can tell it's cast because the back is relatively smooth. Smooth up in you. There it is. Let me get a little light on this. There, we get some light on the subject. Nice. There it is, 10 troy ounces. Made in the United States. Yes, indeed. Like to tap that silver. There it is. See, it's kind of a smaller flat, or it's a flatter, wider bar. You know what I mean? But I kind of like that. It's pretty cool. It's a little different shape than what you usually find out there. I don't want to, yeah, should I take the plastic off? Yeah, I'll probably keep it on there. Glens and Rose. Thank you, Rick. Glens and Rose. Yeah, I'll probably keep the old plastic on it. Just kind of reserve it. I know that, if I had another one, I might consider taking it off. Thank you. Yes, Rufus got the reference. Quoting the old Bullet Boys. Smooth up in ya. Oh, yeah. Everybody knows Bullet Boys. That's right. Exactly. Might not be bailed out. Flight risk. Even in terms of the passport, he has private jets. Okay. Interesting. Maybe so. Because he'd have to go to New York, right? To get to jail. Rikers Island. I don't know. We'll see here. But so there it is. Let's pause from the markets to get a little bit of... look at the metal here. This 10-ounce bar. Romanian coffin. Ooh, yes, that would be something. All right, let's get back to the markets again. Let's do this. Thank you guys for humoring me on that. Look at that 10-ounce bar. And Anna Johnson says the following here. Let's get over here, and I quote, and then we'll answer Anna's comment. Then we'll get back to the markets. How much money do you, silver and gold stacker, have, and how did you get to be rich? Did you all have a government job or play the stock market game? It's a slow move, Anna. We stack a little bit at a time. That you accumulate. A lot of us are not rich. A lot of us, we just work jobs. I mean, I work a full-time job outside of doing YouTube, which is the hours I put into YouTube are like a full-time job, about the same amount of hours. So, yes, indeed. So, but yeah, it's just we just earn and buy and save up and purchase. All right, very good. Nice. Glad you guys are here. John Adams says, I have a friend who stacks, and he told me he has 18 ounces of gold and 600 ounces of silver. That's pretty good compared to me with nothing. Yeah, John Adams, well, you too can get something. 1 ounce of silver is a good start. Seriously, it really is. 2 100-ounce bars. That's the biggest bar I have, is 100 ounces. Your FedNow video has one of your best recent videos. You gave it to us straight. Thank you. Thank you over here. I appreciate that. Amelia, 25-year-old daughter's in France this week, Paris. She went to the Paris Mint today in a Paris LCS, bringing me a big silver coin with the 40s. Nice. Congratulations. That is awesome. Safe travels to her. All right. Good job. Silver hair stacker. Wife loves me, and I am in no debt. I am rich. He's rich. Good job. All right. And Lost in Space says, personally, I really don't care what the prices do. They fall, I buy more. They rise, and I break from it. I focus elsewhere. Even if silver skyrockets, I doubt most of the whiners who want the rise probably won't even sell. I won't. Good luck, stackers. All right. There you go. That's it. I think that's a good attitude. Just kind of hang in there. When it falls, take advantage. If they rise, you kind of step out for a bit. We'll see. All right. 622 thumbs up. We're looking for 667. Cladale 20 with a 20 spot. Thank you, my friend. Very kind of you, sir. So nice of you. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that very, very much. Oh, yeah. Very kind of you indeed. All right. We've got Bob S. on this video from this morning. Again, very important video I posted. Every American. In fact, this should go beyond the stacking community. It's that important. People need to know about this. Bob S. says, I don't think it will be as bad as you might suggest, but if it is, we will shoot our way out. That's what men are for. Live free and die. It's on the 2000 New Hampshire quarter. That's right. Well, I agree with you, Bob. I don't think it's going to be as bad at first. In fact, maybe even not for 10 years. It'll wait till it's fully entrenched and pretty much a part of society where people can't live without it, won't even know it's there. Then that's when they'll do it. Again, think of the frog in a frying pan, or in a pot, and then turn up the heat. It's just crazy. All right. Craig Brockman says, foolish money chasing price up. Smart money buys when nobody is interested. That's right. Exactly right. Grandpa Fish, crazy times as it relates to silver. True that, Gramps. Exactly right. So, do you think they can force us to fight with the CBDC? Can it force us to fight with the... I'm not sure I get the question. Multi-Gunman is still here. Silver Supplement is with us tonight. He posted a great video recently. Check out his channel. Yes, indeed. And Jimco says, convert your cash to FedCoin and get $100 in FedCoin. People will line up to sell their freedom for $100. Yes, indeed, they will. They want to get adaptation to this thing quickly. They want to get it entrenched, and they want to get people trusting it for quite a long time. Quite a long time. They could get it for a couple of years, or even more, until they have them literally by their testicles with this thing. And then once they have you completely entrenched in this thing to where there's no way out, that's when they will do their bidding to us. That's when they will do it. Magnitude Matrix. Have you heard that Walmart got in big trouble for subsidizing people to work 20 hours a week, and the state gives the part-time employed person the other half of the check? I didn't hear a single thing about that. No clue what you're talking about there. No clue what that... And I don't know what that has to do with this video either. But anyways. Lesky. Most stackers that started in the last few years are used to paying $30 an ounce already with premiums. We're going to blow clear through 50 and never look back. 50 including the premiums. I could see that happening before spot gets there. That's for sure. Much more. But anyways. All right, let's see here. We got James Miller says, added more silver to the stack this weekend. Wanted to buy more, but waiting to see what happens this week. Yes, well, right now, this is a good segue back to the markets. We've not checked in a while. Look at this, folks. Gold is down $13 right now. Gold is down $13. And silver is down 23 cents. Silver is now down the most it's been all night. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Very good. So, yeah, there it is. Down fairly dramatically for the night. Pretty amazing. Thank you guys for being here. We are trying to get 667 thumbs up is now the next goal. We're at 642 now. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I think probably movie snobs. I'm now kind of on the fence on that, where gold and silver is going to move towards the beginning of the day in New York tomorrow, especially if what happened in Switzerland is being what the markets are reacting to in Asia. If that kind of reaction happens in New York and London, then I think we'll see the metals drop some. I think we'll see the metals drop a bit. We'll find out, though. All right. Very, very good. And I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much as we march on through this party. Yeah, we're partying tonight with Terrell. Oh, yeah. And in her live stream, she was told to calm down in her live stream. She was chastised in Terrell's live stream. I was like, oh, man, I can't believe that JM told her to calm down. But, you know, she held it back a bit. We love when Terrell gets excited. Oh, yeah. She is awesome. Full of energy, positivity, and life. We love it. Yes, indeed. She'll put you in a good mood if you check out her streams. All right, 802 says here, as a business owner. Yes, I'm curious to see what the business owner's aspect of here. Thank you, Cybercurtain Twitcher. Have a great night, my friend. Always appreciate you. Cybercurtain Twitcher, amazing guy, amazing channel to check out. You should definitely subscribe to Cybercurtain Twitcher if you haven't done so. Highly recommended. A great guy, a great channel. 802. As a business owner, I will resist this and work to spread resistance to it by accepting metals and barter as payment. Good for you, 802. I'll deal in seashells and beads before I give into this. If they give us no other option, I will close my gates, shut down my business, and be finished with society entirely. Wow. Now, he's taking a strong stance here, folks. Man, and I tell you what, if we had half the businesses in America take a stand like he is, then things would change. Things would change dramatically. And that is a bold stance he's taking there, because it's just crazy. Because there's no good that can come from this. None whatsoever. All right. Derek Rupp says, I remember when silver went from almost 19 down to 12. It was crazy because I kept buying physical silver when that happened and with the premiums and ended up keeping the purchases prices at the time. That's right, Derek. I remember it too. I remember it very, very well. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Let's march on through here. And hey, we're getting closer. We are 10 thumbs up away from our goal tonight. 10 thumbs up, and at 667. And then we're going to push for 700 likes. Can you imagine if we got 700 likes? Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, shame on Terry for hurting Sergeant Gold's feelings. That's not cool. Man, we can't have that. We can't hurt Sergeant Gold. He's a sergeant, for goodness sakes. Don't hurt his feelings. Hurt my feelings. All right. Bruce says here on this video from yesterday, it says, I added to my stack a couple weeks ago when silver and gold were near their recent bottoms. Going to sit it for a while and see what shakes out. We'll be staying clear of the U.S. Mint products until their premiums fall in line with other bullion. Great video. Thanks. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much. All right. Jorge, when you own agricultural property, you can afford to detach from society. That's right. If you have a self-sustaining farm, there you go. You can detach. That's part of the preparedness plan for sure. All right. Let's get over here. Make this rumble. And let's get to JM Unleashed comment on this video about $30 silver, which again, still is possible. A lot of stuff. Still a lot of uncertainty, I think. And we'll see how the markets react. We'll see how these shares of these stocks, of these banks react on Monday too. JM, I agree with you, Sal. There are many reasons silver prices could jump dramatically. I also think gold could breach 2,200 just as quickly. Yeah. Bitcoin seems to have seen the greatest beneficiary last week, but the big money is going to want the security of tangible assets, in my opinion. Yes, I agree. And when we see that shift move over, if people start losing confidence in the cryptos, then watch out with gold and silver. But it looks like they are going to the cryptos right now. A lot of that money is. Good point. Silas Marner on this video from this morning says the following. Just how they get their foot in the door, and the news networks have been told to leave it alone with all the banks falling next, tax returns and Social Security retirements. Their think tank has thought of all this out step by step. Yep, I think you're right. Oh, yeah. Very good. Let's see here. Oh, we reached our goal tonight. 667 we are at. Very good. Thank you, guys. Now we are less than 40 away from 700. We want to get rid of all of those sixes tonight. Thank you, guys. So our next goal is 700 thumbs up. If you don't mind, if you're here, if you could press the thumbs up button, we're going to refresh these comments, and we're going to come back and visit the markets here. We see now, again, look at this, folks. Silver is dropping even more tonight. The most it's dropped all night. Over 1% right now. Look at that. Silver down $22.46. Gold down $13.10 in 1977. Platinum down 3. Palladium is the only metal that's in positive territory tonight. Up $1. Yeah. Crazy. All right. Very, very good. And let's see here. We are marching ahead to the next episode here. There's where the markets are. Gold to silver ratio, by the way, has increased now to 88.38. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. We're going to get to the bottom of some of these comments and take care of a few more of these that have come in the past couple hours here. Almost 2 hours, rather. Get to the bottom of these. Maybe we'll stop here. Time for a new run on toilet paper. The U.S. dollar. There you go. Oh, my goodness gracious. And Lloyd Sanger. Let's see what Lloyd has to say here. And Lloyd's got to say this. My guess is there's going to be a huge pullback in the price of the precious metals on Monday after the meteoric rise This past week, the dip is almost inevitable. However, the pullback should be short-lived. If there is a pullback, this might be a good time to stock up on silver. I'm sitting and ready to jump on the price drop. Well, Lloyd, so far you have proven to be right tonight, brother. You have proven to be right. So far, the metals are down tonight. And Eli believes he believes. Yes, Eli, if you're with us, did you make that purchase? What did you think? Have any regrets? I'm curious. And One Hungry Panda, they are coming out with the mark soon. It's all in the Bible, Revelation 13:16. Be prepared, but more importantly, be spiritually prepared by accepting Jesus as your personal Lord and Savior. I can't disagree with you on that. That's the most important thing, in my opinion. Yes, indeed. All right. Tucson Bubba is here. Hello, Tucson. Yep, D. Peterson. Pretty depressing to see rhodium's price take a pretty big hit. Susan Pitts is with us tonight. All it will take is news of another bank failure. They are very nervous. That's right, exactly. If we do get another one, even one that's smaller, that's not as important, I think it will have a pretty bad impact. How about we mandate 50% reserve, zero derivatives, and ending fractional reserve banking in all banks? That would be nice. We could do that, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Do you? They don't want to lose their control. Morris Monet, anything above $25 has me selling. Then I'll buy gold in the next dip. Works for me. Okay, there you go. But what if gold continues to rise at the same rate? That's the only thing. All right. Liquid Electrum, no fireworks tonight. What a shocker. Every day is a flip, sign of the times. Indeed it is. Yeah, Tucson Bubba's got his bourbon pump here. Appreciate that. Good to see you. Yep. All right. Michael Hatzinicolis. Great video, Uncle Sal. I say no to $30 silver bullion unless I'm selling. 25 is cool. I try to buy low cost averaging. Low dollar cost averaging, Granddad says. Exactly. Good job, Michael. Way to go. All right. Let's get to CB321's comment now. This is what he says. Man, with premiums, it's already pretty much at $30. That's why I stay away from it and buy gold. In my opinion, once silver goes up, premiums will probably go down. I never have been a fan of it. Yep, I understand, but I think if silver were to go up, especially dramatically, more and more people will buy. That's exactly what happened on Friday. People bought on Friday big time. And Thursday too, but yes, indeed. Big moves into the silver space. All right. Hello, Silver Stanger. Thank you for being here. By the way, we are 20 thumbs up away from our next goal tonight, and that's 700 thumbs up. We're getting closer. We need 20 more thumbs up. Unlock says, thanks, Sal. Great video, brother. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you watching this video. One of my most important videos of the year so far. All right. MR. And add another zero to that, Sal. Wow, $300. Oh, my goodness gracious. Can you imagine? Gold Maple. I wonder if Gold Maple thumbed up this live stream. I wonder if he thumbs up the videos. Anybody know if Gold Maple thumbs up the videos and live streams? He says, oh, wait, we'll get to the Gold Maple in a moment. Tucson Bubba. Hope glass goes to the moon. Have quite a few beer bottles. There you go. Thank you, brother. Let's slurp in your honor. Appreciate that, my friend. 100 plus silver. Yeah, can you imagine? Man, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but hey, it would be something. It would be something if it did. But there's so much against silver, I don't see that happening, but let's see here. 700 likes. What is this world coming to? Liquid Electrum only predicted 500. It's crazy. All right, Gold Maple says the following here, and I quote directly, face it, Sal, gold and silver will never go up. If it goes up, it will come crashing down. People can keep stacking and stacking and sit on that pile of gold and silver. It's the same story again and again. Governments will win. You cannot fight the government, manipulation, financial institutions, and the wealthy. They always win. Money talks and BS walks. I understand the cynicism here, and that's why I prepare people like, hey, we could see it go up crazy, but then it could come right back down for all the reasons you mentioned and more. All right. Very good. All right. right. And Busam, what currency will Fed now use? Fiat. Yes, it's all going to be tied to the dollar. Every single bit of it will be the dollar. Lamar, Avery, this is it. This is what Revelations warned us about. I guess it will happen in my lifetime. Yep, it looks like it's crazy. It's coming. This is why only governing price is gold and silver. You're right, it's fear. Nothing else is fear of the unknown. And 20 years ago, people said the U.S. dollar would crash in 10 years. Then 10 years ago, they said it would crash. As it crashed, no. Silver was $50 an ounce in 2011. Did it crash? Hell yes, today it's in the $20 range. Yep, that's right. And that's the thing. That's the backdrop of what we're dealing with here, folks. Be prepared for things to normalize. Be prepared that it could. All right. Oh, thank you, Lars Job. Very kind of you, sir. He says, I find the lack of super chats disturbing. Thank you, my friend. Very kind of you indeed. Currency talks the talk. Money walks the walk. That's right. Exactly. Yes, indeed. PayPal is a good option, indeed. Thank you so much for that, Stephen, and thank you, Lars Job, for that, indeed. All right. Now, Mike Potter says, this is my full silver stack video that really I thought would be more popular, but it wasn't. But it says, yeah, you could use some colorized coins in your collection. Man, I'm not a big fan of colorized coins, really. But anyways. All right, we are close. We are one thumb up away from 700 tonight. And yes, indeed, one thumb up away. I'm showing 699 here on my side. And I appreciate you guys. I'm getting closer. All right, very good, very good. And MFR, FPV, it's over. That if you buy Eagles. All right, it's over that if you buy Eagles. Yes, it is indeed. That's right, if you buy it. But we're talking about the spot price here. But anyways. All right. Georgia Battle's got a comment on this video. Let's do that. We'll read his comment. Then we're going to get right back to the market. So everybody stay tuned. And if you don't mind pressing that thumbs up button, we are one thumb up away from the magic 700 tonight. And then our next goal will be 725. Yes, indeed. If we can get 725. That we will be comfortably above that 700 level. Maybe even 777. That would be pretty cool. 777 likes would be sweet. Home, Pennsylvania. Georgia Battle. This seems to be a point where too many red flags are up. Nothing would surprise me, however. I feel sorry for those that cannot see that holding real money might just save your butt. All these crazy politicians and banksters show how you'd better take a back seat, take back some of your control over your future. I can at least sleep at night knowing an out-of-control government might not completely own my destiny. A lot of preparing is being mentally prepared. That is what this community is also doing. We would completely deserve good things to come to us by our sacrifices and preparations, yes. And what upcoming fights we might have to keep our independence is yet to be seen. I thank this channel for all the monetary discussions. I have learned so much, and I'm glad we have this channel to meet whatever happens in the future. We are anti-sheep on here. That's right, Georgia Battle. I always encourage people to think freely and for themselves and oppose their thoughts, even if they disagree with what I say. So thank you so much. Very kind of you to say. Very good. All right. And Silver Balls 300. Remember, gold and silver is money. Everything else is credit. That's right. Exactly. Very good. All right. 715 likes. We want to get to 777. Ned Flanders said they could never pull it off, but I think we're getting close. We're at 717 now. We need 50 more likes to get to 777. All right. Evelyn Ivanov, dreams are for free. Silver stackers are the biggest dreamers you can see. Let silver first get to 25 in a month, and then there will be hope. Yeah, I get it. Yep, I know. And I'm kind of just dreaming here. I fully admit, I'm speculating in this video, but it's fun at times. But thank you. Zardal, CBDC is what they call Mark of the Beast. Yep. I'm with you on that. I think so too. All right. VKS says, oh my God, the sky is falling. Just what we need on YouTube or anywhere. More mindless fear-mongering to the masses who live in fear. VKS. All right, well, hey. All right, I'm giving into it. And you know what? The sky might not be falling yet. I mentioned that it's not falling yet in the video. But this is the beginning of it. it is something to fear. It is a genuine, legitimate concern. And I'm not going to back down from it. I strongly believe this Fed Now thing is bad news. And VKS, I'm sorry, my friend, but you're blind. You're blind. And sometimes, and I understand with everybody talking about this, there's been a lot of stuff that's been hyped up. This is truly worthy of discussion and truly worthy of all the hype that surrounds it. And if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I don't deal in hype. I basically say, hey, let's look at both sides of the situation. This is not one of those. This is bad news. Any way you play it, it's bad news. Bad news all the way around. And I stand by that. All right. Stanley G says, I would love for silver to drop to $18 again because I like to buy more. I started buying silver in 2020 between 25 and 30. Now it's lower price, but I like silver a lot. I am keep buying. I do not trust this banking system. Yes, indeed. I understand. And especially after what I reported on this morning, the banking system is even less trustworthy. All right. All right, thank you, Jorge Mendez. Have a good evening, my friend. Let's take a look at the markets. I said we were going to do that earlier. Here we are. Look at this, folks. Platinum is now flatlined again, and silver is now down 20 cents, back down just to 20 cents, so it's finding some resistance right now. And gold is now down $11.40. So there it is. We did not get what we thought we were going to see tonight. I thought the metals were going to pop out pretty high, but they have not. But anything could still happen. In London, the markets will open up in hours, and then in New York, we'll see what happens. Yes, indeed. But thank you guys for being here. We're looking for our goal tonight in the likes is 777. That's right. We passed 666. We want to go to a heavenly number, 777. That's what we're looking for tonight, if you don't mind. All right. Yes, that's right. The Fed Now stuff is very scary stuff. Let's get back to that. This is implement martial law. Yep. And I'll tell you what, they won't even need to. If they want to stop you, they just stop your bank accounts. This is all bad news. It is. And I know some people think I'm overhyping this, but you know, it's because it's bad. It's very bad, this Fed Now stuff. All right. M. Nice says the Federal Reserve is owned by its stockholders who are member banks. Make no mistake, it is not owned by the people. Yep, you're right. That's right. And I've learned that. That's in there. But the thing is, it's controlled by the government. And that's the thing about it. All right. Very good. Oh, man. Yankee stacking. Yes. I think we're going to shift. I'm going to start to do, usually on Sunday nights, I don't do push-ups. But I am going to start doing push-ups again. I did a couple earlier for Liquid Electrum. So, yes, Yankee. And by the way, Yankee had a great giveaway. And thank you so much again for that mention of the channel. You know, Yankee, I will say this. I'm a little disappointed in Yankee stacking. I'm going to call out Yankee stacking on this live stream right now. Right now, Yankee stacking. He put God before me in his thanks. What the heck? Why? I just don't... How in the heck do you put God before me in your thanks? He says, first and foremost, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ. And then, Uncle Sal, what is up with that? I want to know. Oh, my goodness. No, I'm totally teasing. I'm just having fun. He knows me. I like to joke around. No, Yankee stacking has his priorities completely on target. God is always first in everything. Store up your treasures in heaven. And Yankee stacking is solid guy, and that's exactly right. I wouldn't want it any other way, because you know what? God is the ultimate. Jesus Christ is the top notch, and he is given respect and gratitude to where it is. The multitude of gratitude definitely deserves to be with Jesus. So thank you. Just having a little bit of fun there. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Yankee Stack, and you are the man. And congratulations again on all your success and all your blessings. Much deserved. Yes, indeed. And if you, and it's what Yankee used to say when I would come there. If you don't know who Sal is, well, if you don't know who Yankee is, you're probably living under a rock. But just in case you don't, check out Yankee Stacky's channel. Our great moderator, JM Unleashed, has posted a link to it. Check him out. Yes, indeed. All right. Very, very good. Let's see here. All right. Let's march ahead here to the next comment. Tom K on this video from this afternoon says minimum wage is 21 ounces of silver. Working 40 hours per. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh no. I say oh no because now I've got to do 50 push-ups for Yankee stacking. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. Pax picked me as a Satanist for having him. Thank you, Yankee. Oh man, very kind of you, sir. You know what? I should do push-ups for you for free. But let's get into it. We're gonna do 50 push-ups. I'm gonna have to do them in sets though, because I'm not that in shape. But here we go. Thank you, Yankee. Man. All right, here we go. Here we go. And do 2 sets of 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, halfway done. Thank you, Yankee. That's very kind of you, sir. Man, wow. Very kind of you indeed. Oh my gosh. Wow. Whew. All right, let me catch a little bit of breath and get my ducks in a row there. But hey, let's say we have a new subscriber who says, just sub. You should have seen it around 2 a.m. this morning. Goal was 2001, silver 22.95, but not for long. Well, this morning, the markets weren't open. You may have been watching, JM, the metals prices from a bullion dealer's website, which are typically higher based off of the futures prices and the like. But yes, indeed. That's probably what you're looking at. We always check Kitco prices, which are typically known as the as one of the best sources. There's others as well too, but they all kind of report right around the same. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. So there we are. Gold now down $12 and silver down 22. Thank you. By the way, we are getting closer to 777 and the thumbs up. We have at 735. Appreciate you guys. Big E, good to see you. Hello, Herb Ash, welcome. Good to see you. You are awesome. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you. Definitely. And, all right, let me see if I can knock out 25 more push-ups for Yankee. Man, I can stretch this out a little bit. I'm feeling it tonight. Okay, let's see here. Let's do this. 25 more for Yankee stacking. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, oh boy, 21, 22, 23, 24, and, oh boy, 25. Oh, I gotta rest and stretch. Oh boy, that was tough. I think I'm pushed up out tonight. But anything left, I will do curls for, okay? All right. That was tough. All right. Oh, Yankee left. He can't handle my nonsense. That's right. Yes, so let's take a slurp of some water. Thank you, Copper Bones. I appreciate the subscription. Very kind. I don't want to pass out, that's for sure. All right, you guys, thanks for putting up with me tonight. For those of you who are not aware and you're new here, what happens is for every dollar donated via Super Chat, I do a push-up. And every dollar donated via PayPal, Friends and Family, I do 2 push-ups and or other exercises like curls, razor kicks, that type of thing. But anyway, so That's what we usually, but usually it doesn't happen on Sunday nights, but we made some few exceptions tonight. All right, so there we go. So that's what's going on. So thank you again, Copperbone, for the subscription, and thank you all for being here tonight. Let's get back to the comments. K Panda, we the people deserve everything that's coming. We elect politicians that are for this stuff, and when we're not informed, these things happen underneath our noses. All right. Thank you guys for the thumbs up tonight. Our goal now is 777 thumbs up, and we're getting closer to it. So thank you all. My kitten is a grandmaster. Sup, Mr. SM and everybody. As years go by, things are slowly changing for the worse. Indeed, they are. It's crazy. It's crazy. Leo Veneer says, wow, electronic currency, one currency for the world is what they are going G20, EU, Asia. All transactions around the world done instantly. Not for the average Joe. We are just in the system. And the thing is Leo, I could very easily see that it may be one type of a system of, and then the currencies are just the fronts. In other words, the dollar and the yen will be kind of based off the same type of a background or ledger. And that's the one world currency. Very good. All right, thank you. Thank you, Robert Brand. Appreciate you, sir. I get things wrong, though. I'm probably not the best mentor, but thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And good to see all of you guys here. Juan Vigil says, is platinum good to stack, or should we just stack silver and gold? I'd say mostly gold and silver, but it may not be a bad idea to have a little bit of platinum on the side. I'm very bullish platinum, but it is a much more speculative metal. And so just keep that in mind. Daisy SK is here. Good to see Daisy. All right. Yes, indeed. I don't think it's an actual record for live stream Liquid Electrum. I think there was one live stream that I think I got over 1,000. It was one of these crazy market watches, but I forget which one it was. But this is probably second best so far. Let's see here. But yes, indeed. Yankee, by the way, Yankee, let me know if you want to get together for an interview sometime. That'd be cool. I'll email you, or you can email me. But yes. All right, very good. Let's see here. Palladium is a wild ride for sure. Yes, indeed. Thomas Crown, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Evil is powerless if the good are unafraid. That's right. Yep, that's true. That's right. Very good. All right. Now, since we've kind of opened it up, is it okay, Thomas Crown, if I do 20 curls with that? Some curls? Give my pectoralis major muscles a little bit of a rest here. Let's see here. There's more to stacking than just precious metals. That's right. Urban D is here. Welcome. Good to see you. And Sean Snyder says, the end of money happened in 1913. Yep, I mean, that's true. That was certainly a major step in a direction to the end of really what money was. But anyways, let's see here. Gresham's Law says Turtle Master. That's right. Bad money drives out good money. Christopher McCormick, been prepping for this nonsense. Been preparing for this nonsense. See you, Patriots. Yes, indeed. And let's see. All right, let's refresh these comments. And while we're refreshing those, let's take a look at the markets and see what they're at. We've not heard back from Thomas Crown if he wants me to do curls. And let's see here. But look at this. Let's look at these markets as I do 20 curls. I'm gonna do 20 curls. All right, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There you go. All right. All right. There we go. Thank you, Thomas. There we go. Nice. Let's see. Copper Bone stacks real estate, cars, metals, and guitars. Ooh, I like it. It's a good mix there. Very good mix. Okay, here we go. Here's the market. So look at this. Staying down mostly. We've got gold down $12.80 to 1977.50. Silver down 22 cents to $22.48. Look at that. Oh, thank you, Liquid Electrum. One more time. Thank you so much. No push-ups, he said. Thank you, my brother. All right. Yes, indeed. Oh, look at this. We got to refresh these. They kind of crapped out, but here we go. And let's see here. Let's do this. See where we are at here. And, well, it's not letting me load the comments. That's kind of strange. Kind of odd here. You would think by now. Sometimes it takes a couple of times when we press that button. But then they show up. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting caught up here. We've got Bob. I love those Germanias. Been getting the 10 ounces recently. Yeah, they're really cool bars. Waiting on 2 that should be here tomorrow. Nice. Let's go back 6 years. The silver eggs and life's lessons. Big eggs, says David AAA. Yes, eggs are all the rage here recently. Here 6 years later. And JRW3 says, video was excellent. Yes, indeed. And he says, they look scrambled, says growing edible plants. Yes, indeed. They look a bit scrambled for sure. All right. And we've got Stefan says, time will tell. I will stack what I like. Oh, hold on. Let me get to this. It says, I will stack what I like and get a fair price. I will keep it until I die. Can buy some real estate or really need fiat. I still always have something in my hand, even if it's a few ounces of silver and a couple of grams of gold. Crazy times ahead, but 5,000 years of monetary history tells me we are justified in holding precious metals. God bless you, all of you in Sal's world. Yes, good point. That's right. It's got 5,000 years of history for sure. Maybe Jerome will helicopter some money in. There you go. We need Jerome to come in and helicopter some money in to us. That's right, exactly. Do it, old Jerome. My Jeroma. My Jeroma. Thank you. Edo, 1:15 at night in Croatia. Go dream about silver bars. All the best. Thank you, Edo, from Croatia. Thank you for being here. A high honor. Thank you, Edo. Very cool. I don't know that I've ever had anybody from Croatia before. There we go. All right, there you go. And Eli is here. I'm still banking. No pun intended. There you go, brother. Good to see you, Eli. And thank you all. If you are here, if you don't mind pressing that thumbs up button, our goal tonight is 777 thumbs up. We are at 754 now. Do the math in your head. But if you add another one, then it will increase that number by 1. And I appreciate that. Very good. Thank you, Steve C., for the thumbs up, brother. That's right. Very good. Let's see here. Let's refresh these one more time and see where we are at. We may have I'm surprised. We may have caught up in some comments now. All right, Richard and Scott, Haggai 2:8. The silver is mine and the gold is mine, saith the Lord of hosts. That's right. Everything is his. We are stewards of it for sure. Joe Little, thank you for the super chat, my friend. He says, opened my first silver position before the woke banks went belly up and bought a 100-ounce 4/9 fine Canadian silver bar. Congratulations. Congratulations indeed. All right. Very, very good. And we have Southpaw Bushcraft. Yes, indeed. Been a long time. Sometimes I go back in time to see some of these folks we've not seen in quite a while. I will take what comes with those eggs over bacon any day. And I love bacon. There you go. Now that is a hearty meal. Bacon is good. High in sodium, but bacon is good. That's right. All right. Let's see here. Very, very good. And I am Gogi. Well, then, what came first, the silver chicken or the silver egg? Good question, says I am Gogi. Miss I am Gogi. Been a long time since we've seen him. Aggie Stacks, $3. Thank you so much for the $3 super chat. I appreciate that with a thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Very good. You guys are awesome. We were watching these markets, and we're getting closer to our goal of 777 thumbs up tonight. We're at 764 now. Watching these markets. so far they've kind of teetered out a bit. The silver is down 24 cents. It's kind of been hanging out. This is sort of the bottom for the night so far, that is. So far. Down 24 cents, $22.47 an ounce. Gold down 0.65% to $13, down $13 in 1977 30 cents. So silver is down $1 and or down 1%. I'm sorry, down 1%. Gold is down 0.65%. Who's Your Stacker has just upgraded his channel membership to representative. Thank you, Who's Your Stacker. You are the man. Another great channel to check out. He exists in support of this community and does a great job on his Sunday night live streams with the Silver Bingo, a unique game. There's no other thing like it on YouTube. You got to check it out. Very well organized, very well done, a lot of fun, very, very cool. It's amazing what he does there. If you get a chance, check out Who's Your Stacker. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. Very good. 4570 guy. That's a big caliber, by the way. That thing kicks like crazy. He says, as a business owner, already take in barter to eliminate feeding the system that has come to rely on the fiat. Most times, a barter system can be more beneficial for both parties. True that. That is awesome. Very, very good. All right. And we need 79 to stay here. We need Terry 79 to stay here and lick my boots. I have these big boots, and they're made for walking. And we need Terry to be here for us. Yes, indeed. So she can't go anywhere. I refuse it. All right. Thank you, guys. We are at 769 now in the thumbs up. Nice, nice, nice. So there's where the markets are in Asia. All right. Let's go down into the deep dive. 6 years ago. Excellent, says Knight Rider 69. Nice. Nice. Thank you, Knight Rider. Jimmy Hotel. Good video. Thank you, sir. Silver Eggs and Life's Lesson. I have to go back and check that one out. I forgot what it was about. But anyways. Walt 2T. I wish my chickens laid silver eggs. Me too. But I tell you what. Real eggs got so expensive there for a while that almost as much as their weight in silver, it seems like. CCT, thanks for cracking your eggs for us, revealing that silver extravaganza. Man, I need to go back and watch this video and find out exactly what it's about. AU Rebel, may he rest in peace. I would rather have the chicken that laid those eggs. There you go. Exactly. Now, that's the smartest thing. Hopefully you see this in heaven, AU Rebel. God bless you, brother. JAG456 says, I'll never find a silver egg to crack. There you go. Keep your money. There you go, brother. All right. And where are we at now? By the way, let's look at the results of the poll. We have 930 votes in the poll. That might be a record for a poll we've done, by the way. Where silver and gold will end tonight. Tonight's not over yet. Even after this live stream is over, tonight means sleeping hours. In other words, through the whole night. The London markets will open up while most of us are in bed here in the United States. It'll be very interesting to see what it does there. And 38% of you say that it will go up a little bit. 31% have been right so far tonight, down a little bit. 24% still think up big time. And only 7% say down big time. That number was 3% earlier out of 935 votes. So maybe we'll get more to vote on that. Yes, indeed. Triple XJ, yes, I've been doing videos talking about what these states have been doing. I need to do an update video with Tennessee, the new bill to use PM. Did that get passed by the governor? Has it become law yet? Yes, indeed. All right. All right. Very, very good. Let's march on through. By the way, thank you guys. We are 5 thumbs up away from our goal tonight of 777. 5 thumbs up away. All right, let's slurp a little bit more water. Sal, is it worth to buy the 30th, 35th anniversary American Eagle 2-ounce bar and 1-ounce coin? There's a pretty high premium. There's a secondary market products. If you like them and find them attractive and don't mind the premiums, I think that's fine. But I wouldn't look for much secondary market, collectability with them. I don't know. We'll see here. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, James Sky, for the thumbs up to take us to 774. Although I'm showing 772 now, but somebody took their thumbs up away, so hopefully they'll put them back. All right. And Terrell is still with us, ladies and gentlemen. The lovely Terrell, the talented and awesome. Oh, yeah. Appreciate it. All right. We're just having fun here tonight now. We're kind of in this mode where we're just kind of chilling out here. And JC says, thanks for gold, silver, and unemployment rate. That's an old little live stream I think I had back in the day. Thanks for the insight. Was a pleasure to watch. Multi-Gunman from 6 years. He's still here. He says, very interesting. Unemployment rates and impact on gold and silver prices from 6 years ago. Insane in the membrane. Silver V. I'm in school and in the reserves. I wonder if I count as employed. Yeah. Good question. All right. Good question, the Silver V. You were awesome. All right. 778. That's right. Kurgan Rock Silver. Thank you. We've reached the goal tonight. All right. Let's take a look at the markets one more time. Then we'll get back to the comments. And let's see here. We have got silver down 23 cents now to $22.48. Gold is down $13.10 now to $19.77.20. Gold to silver ratio resting at 88.3. Yes, indeed. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, let's get back over here from 3 minutes ago. We're catching all these comments here as quickly as we can. Says here, is there an easy way to figure spot price averages over a given time? I have a formula for buying that I have to have an average in money. It seems I don't have both at the same time. This formula will come out ahead than just buying every month no matter what the price is. But in a perfect world, I'll set an average over whatever period. I'll put X amount aside for monthly buying. When prices go down to average or below, I buy. When above average, I wait. But since inflation prices have reared its ugly head, money has been in short supply and average has been hard to figure. I think that's a good strategy. That's essentially maybe a more particular way to do what I call kind of smart dollar cost averaging. So yes, indeed. I think you're doing good there. I think you're doing good there indeed. All right. Silver Imp on this video from all these years ago says the following. Higher rates and bad good jobs number in the U.S. does not put Fed back in play, especially December. The Fed wants to raise rates desperately. It will help the banks, but wants stock market approval, especially right before a big vote. Two separate notes. Job model does have a few problems, and that could be a period where rates are rising, but inflation is rising faster, which would be good for gold. And we're kind of nearing where that is now, actually. It's crazy. There you go. New viewers need you. Lots of big gold's history. Do a bit. Yes, indeed. Yes, thank you, Liquid Electrum. Will do. Try my best. Putting out a lot of content. Working hard as best I can for you guys. And you guys keep me going. So thank you. Very much appreciated. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yankee stacking again. This, folks, I think this is the biggest super chat I've ever gotten. Oh, my gosh. Man. Yankee stacking 99.99. Son of a motherless goat in heat. Man. Yankee. Whoa, my goodness gracious. Wow. Oh, okay. How am I going to do this? See, typically, what I do is I do different exercises. Like I'll do curls, I'll do razor kicks. So if that's okay with you, Yankee, can I break these down into different exercises? Like maybe, 20 razor kicks, 20 push-ups, 20 curls, that type of thing. If that's okay, and if I can do that, man, oh, wow. I got to psych up for this. This is insane. I was about ready to sign out, too. I was just like, man, yeah, he dropped a tactical nuke on that. That's insane in the membrane. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Very nice. I thank you, Rick. Thank you for being here, Rick. Thank you, Yankee Stacking. Again, check it out. Don't hurt myself. All right, very good. All right, so if I break this up, let me try this. I'm going to do curls. I'm going to do the majority in curls. I'm going to start with 30 curls, 15 on each side. And full disclosure, this is a 20-pound smart bell. I do not want to. I'll check that the winner of the gold pig coin never contacted me. No way. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Yankee gave away a full ounce of gold. It was a year of the pig, 1 ounce gold coin, and the winner never contacted him. Man, that is insane. No winner. Does that mean he gets to keep the coin? Anyway, so let me do these push-ups here. Here we go. I mean curls. Here we go. Here's curls. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Everybody is saying, oh, I'm sorry, Yankee, I forgot to contact you in the chat here. Yankee, it was me. I forgot to contact you. That was my other name. No, I'm kidding. Let's look at these market prices while I'm doing these push-ups. We're having a little bit of a casual fun here tonight. Yankee's trying to kill me over here. Man, all right, let's see here. All right, now I'm going to do 20 razor kicks. 20 razor kicks. Now, what these are, Yankee, I learned about these from Liquid Electrum. Is you do like 4 little kicks in a row, really quickly like. They used to call them flutter kicks, but that sounds too wimpy. And so now we call them razor kicks, and that counts as 1. So here we go. All right. Hello. Welcome. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Al B. Huckleberry, glad you came in. Came in a good time. All right. Let's do some razor kicks. Get the old, the 6-pack going, even though it's really more of a 3-pack right now. 3-pack. Oh, my goodness gracious. Get everything out of the way, because I've got to lay down for this one. And by the way, this exercise requires you to touch your own butt. So I have to do that. That's the way it works. You really feel it, though, when you do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, wow. Dude, if you try that exercise, you feel it in your gut. You really do feel it in your gut. Man. Wow. All right. Let's see. I'm going to kick the computer in a minute, but yes. The key to that exercise is you got to grab your own butt. That's really that's the key. All right. So that's 50 down of those exercises. And I might try to do 20 more push-ups and then doing a fly kick. All right. Let's see here. All right. Oh, let's see here. Let's refresh these markets. Look at this here, folks. They've been kind of just resting here. They've not really done much. Let's look at the graphs here. Look at this. Silver has found, gold has found resistance right around this area. There's not really been a whole lot of activity there with gold in the last probably, I don't know, half an hour or so. So I think we're seeing silver or gold normalize here. And the markets completely just kind of normalize. They're just kind of hanging out there and there. Very good. All right. So there's that. That is... That is gold. Now we're going to take a look at silver's chart movement. Much the same, although it's pushing down hard on the resistance there. It's pushing down hard on that floor for silver. Crazy. All right. Yes, indeed. Okay. All right, let me see if I can do 20 more. Hey, thank you, Steve C. Thank you, brother. It's been a good night. Thank you, Steve C. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Very kind of you indeed. Yeah, I got to pace myself, Boris. All right, let me see if I can do 20 more push-ups. I don't know. Those other push-ups, because I haven't really done them in a while. They kind of, that took a toll on me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. There we go. Now I owe Yankee 30 more exercises. 30 more exercises. I might be done with the push-ups, so I might have to do more curls. Get the mods to share the push-up work. Oh my goodness. All right. Wow. For those of you new here, what we usually do, and this is a little bit atypical for Sunday nights, but every super chat dollar that comes in, I do a push-up or some sort of exercise. If it comes through PayPal, friends and family, I do too. The reason why that is because YouTube takes out 30% and then another 20+% for taxes. So if you do it PayPal, friends and family, then there's no fees or anything taken out. All right, very good. Let's see here. So let's do some more curls. I'm gonna do. Let me see here. We know 30 left. I'm gonna do 15 curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now I'm going to do the razor kicks again. 15 of those. And then I will have fulfilled that obligation to Yankee. Here we go. All right. Razor kicks. Here we go. 15 more of those. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. Whew. We had to overachieve by 101 exercises for Yankee. Oh man, I feel that in my gut. Now I'm hungry. Now I feel like I could eat something. But boy, yeah, I'm going to be sore tomorrow, Yankee. You may not have killed me, but you know what they say. Whatever doesn't kill you still hurts like heck. That's what they say. Constitutional Stacker is here. Good to see you, brother. Congratulations. His newest video has really taken off. If you haven't done so already, check out Constitutional Stacker's channel. We don't want to overdo it. I'm sorry. I'm going to want to overdo it too much. That's why we only... And by the way, no more exercises tonight, guys. I'm pooped. I'm pooped out. But thank you. You guys are awesome. Yes, indeed. Yeah, and if you do send it by PayPal, make sure you put your channel name in there or your YouTube account name so I can properly thank you. Yes, indeed. Thank you again, Yankee Stacking, man. So kind. And totally, you didn't have to do that, my brother. But you're very kind. I had a chance to meet Yankee Stacking one time, but the cards didn't align because of the circumstance. But man, it was so close, so close. But anyways, all right. Let's see here. So there's where the markets are now. Gold down $12.70. Again, not a lot of activity. Probably likely it'll be like this until the London markets open. So we'll see what happens then. Thank you, Yankee. Let's see. All right. So let's see. Stock Jockey, who we've not seen in a long time, says first on this video. This means we're going to go back now. eBay gift card warning to gold and silver stackers. Remember when that was the big rage back in the day? Rich Rocco, definitely appreciate key information. Rich, thank you. Let's see if any other new comments have popped up really quickly here. Oh, man. Well, thank you, Yankee. Man, you're an inspiration to us all now, believe you me. And thank you, brother. Appreciate that so much. And thank you, JM Unleashed, for posting a link to his channel. And let's see where the poll is now. We have 971 votes in the poll tonight. Can we get 1,000 votes in the poll tonight? Because the night is still not over. Even after this live stream is done, this tonight means sleepy time. So when you're in bed, what will the metals do during the course of the night? Will they go up a little? Will they go up big time? Will they go down big time? Will they go down a little bit? 38% of you say, and that's the majority, say that it will go up a little. And that could still happen during the course of the night. So we shall see. So let me know what your thoughts are. If you can participate in that poll, if you can get 1,000 participants, that would be wonderful. We only need like 26 more at this point. But yes, indeed. All right. And okay, Bobby Agee says, production scare. First quarter mining production is a far cry from last year's numbers, from 4 and 5 million ounces per month to a few thousand ounces per month per the CME data. Interesting. Wow. I'll have to check that out and do a little bit into it. That's interesting. You're getting people to FOMO. Well, not necessarily, Gabby. I basically to talk about this is what could happen. It's pure speculation. I mentioned in the video, I talk about it. It is not getting people to operate out of fear. All right, American Art School Medallions video I did from 9 minutes ago, this guy watched. Can it be sold? Yes, any gold can be sold. Yes, it can. Yes, indeed. Good job. Thanks for watching that old video. That's cool. A big test unit says, Fed now, goose stepping and book burning just down the road. Yes. Tell you what, that's the scary thing where we're headed. All right. Very, very good. Oh, yes, that's right. The SD Bullion Vault video. That was a cool video he did when he toured the vault. Sergeant Gold, we need to post a link tonight for training purposes. And Terry to post a link. That's right. Terry needs to post a link. All right. We've got 978 votes on this poll. If we could get 1,000, that would be cool. And a silver and gold fan from 6 years ago says the following: there's always messing with bullion buyers. Of course, now there is no gift cards. There's no eBay bucks anymore. Those are the things of the past. And could work on coins, though, just like the bucks no longer work on bullion, but work on coins, as long as they are not listed in both world and bullion like some dealers. Nothing to note is the insurance. When you're printing labels, they always offer insurance. There is a default option that always pops up. I won't cover bullion, coins, and currency yet, as always clicked on the default option when you sell them. Yep, you're right. That's right. Thank you, Silver and Gold fan. By the way, speaking of that, of insurance, I returned that. Those of you who remembered, I had a John Wick 5-ounce gold bar, 5-ounce silver bar that was dented heavily on the side. Do you all remember that video? Press the number 27 if you remember that video where I showed the dented up John Wick struck silver bar. Well, APMEX just got it returned, and it's in their hands, so I should be getting a replacement soon. So people were saying, yes, send that back. But anyways, Albie, Sal, there's some talk about banks collapsing and it being part of a plan to enact CBDC. Thoughts? Do you believe it will happen quickly? I don't necessarily think that it's an orchestrated plan per se, but I think they will certainly take the opportunity. Rahm Emanuel once said, never let a good crisis go to waste. In other words, they were already planning on getting this in probably within 5 years. This just may amp it up a bit even quicker and start it quicker. So they're going to be the stopgap. If we have this Fed now, we can put a stop to this, and we can prevent these things from happening. All for the good of the overall economy. Thank you. By the way, guys, we are 1 thumb up away from 800 likes on this live stream. 800. That's pretty amazing. We only need 1 more for that. And by the way, we need 20 more votes on the poll tonight. Be curious to see that. Liquid Electrum and SHTF gold buys the city block buildings and all. History shows us the power of gold in a full collapse. Yes, indeed. Crazy. That's right. Yes, indeed. All right. Very, very good. Chi-Town says, I've barely bought anything on eBay this year. I haven't received 1 e-buck offer over all year. I never got any e-bucks. Well, I can't say that. I think maybe 1 time, but I never got the 10 times e-bucks like they used to have. Multi-Gunman, thanks for the heads up. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks for the info from TW. Thank you for watching this video. I like to go back sometimes in these older comments and call back some of the old viewers who commented long ago, like God's Last Call. At least they still allow you to spend eBay bucks towards bullion, but due to the new gift card rules, it forces you to spend the e-bucks before they expire. That's right. Very true. Now they've done away completely with that. They've done away completely with the eBay bucks, at least that I know of. All right. Thanks for the info, says the Silver Patriot. Yes, thank you, sir. Been a long time since we've seen 806 thumbs up. Thank you. And we've got 982 votes. Can we get 1,000 votes in the poll tonight? 1,000. If you haven't taken part of this poll, I encourage you to do so. We're going to try to get 1,000 votes there. Veritas Vincent. That's a bad A coin. Thank you. Valkyrie Max Relief. Pretty wild piece indeed. It sure is. All right. Let's do this. Let's go back over here and do this. David, AAA, I'll get one. There you go, brother. Get one of those. Yeah, they're nice metals. They are real nice. Stefan, plan on getting my obligatory 21 coins from each mint. All right. Well, I think that we're limited to 3, if I'm not mistaken, Stephen. But maybe you had other angles and ways to get them through family members at the time. Who knows? But anyways. Well, very good. Nice. Well, let's see here. Oh, yeah. All right, bye. Hey, Terrell, have a good night, Terrell. Thank you so much for being here and spending your evening with me. You are awesome. Yes, indeed. I appreciate you so much. The lovely Terrell again. You guys should check out her channel. She's amazingly talented. She should be, literally on the radio. She's that good. Amazing. Good, catchy tunes that she does. It's amazing. All right. Very good. All right, folks. We didn't quite get to 1,000 votes tonight on the poll. There's a lot of participation. Everybody that's here probably has already voted on it. So thank you. But a few thousand rounds from a new AR. Oh, new AR-15. Not nearly enough. Wow. Yes, indeed. Brass and lead going up too. I have a lot less rounds than that. I need to get more rounds too. But that's good. Good job, Liquid Electrum. All right. Well, very good. Well, folks, thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome. I think I'm going to just go ahead and say goodnight. My voice is about shot. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours tonight. But I appreciate you all being here. Thank you again for all of your support. Yankee, brother, man, very kind of you. Definitely not necessary, but I appreciate your kindness. And thank you for all you do. And thank you, everybody else. Thank you, Liquid Electrum, and everybody who super chatted tonight and all of your support. You guys are amazing. And this is the good 10th year. I appreciate you guys. All right. Well, thank you. All right. Well, thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful evening. I'm going to leave you with this sage piece of advice that I think is going to help you in life. And that is this: to keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. And Rocky Superstar is live right now, too. So check him out. JM Unleashed has posted a link there. Have a good night. We will be back here on Tuesday night. So make sure you tune in on Tuesday. I hope you will. Thank you guys again. A multitude of gratitude. Take care. And we'll see you Tuesday. Have a good evening.